fans.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look
Hey.
at.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm alive by the motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch this on YouTube with views. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy.
What's up?
Good morning.
What's going on?
You know, just filling in for a vacationer out here. Listen, I'm losing track of the days this guy's out, huh? But
It's the time of year. Everybody takes their vacation on radio.
yeah, I completely understand.
Now, listen, every other sport could be alive and cracking. But once football's down, the dead time of football, everybody's out.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. How are you doing this week, Leroy? You know, usually you and I are plotting on what explosives we're going to be letting off this week. Yeah.
I found out that Rebecca's coming home. So
that's amazing. That's great news.
Yeah, I said, so I go. So I'll come pick you. She said, I don't have school Thursday, Friday. Oh, I'll come pick you up on Wednesday. She said, no. No.
Wow, man, you're an empty nester now, Leroy.
Yeah, I got to bring Mima to the airport on like a 40-day cruise.
Oh, you're real empty with it.
Yeah, at 3 a.m.
What the hell is she doing at 3? Hey, come on.
Got to fly. She's got to fly to Canada.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
the cruise, yeah.
I was like, what kind of freaky cruise is Mima going on that starts at 3 in the morning?
No, not the cruise. She got to fly. Yeah. Like, listen, I'm a cruise. I would say amateur. I just don't do cruises.
That's fair.
But I sure as hell ain't gonna fly away from this port
to go
on a cruise.
Yeah. For 40
you see what
days,
I'm saying?
She must be doing like a specific kind of cruise. Like, is she going to like Alaska?
It's going all over, dude. She gonna be on that boat for 35 days.
Yeah. Hey, listen. You go, Mima. You have yourself a time.
Hey,
you have yourself
I don't know how they could just sit on a boat and eat. She said, "There's activities." I'm like, you don't do activities when you here.
Look, imagine if you go to your living room and there's bingo, and then you can go to your backyard, and all of a sudden there's some sort of like, hairy chess contest going on. You know, you never know. On a cruise ship, it's fun things like that. You don't really have to work too hard. You can just simply I don't know, take a couple steps, go to the pool or something.
I don't know. I don't get the, like, people that go on cruises love them.
I worked on a cruise and I have a limit. I realize my limit is 7 days. After 7 days, I'm ready to get the hell home. It don't matter the luxury. It don't matter nothing. I need to go home after 7 days.
Here's the deal. I'm the opposite, right?
Yeah.
I just want the feeling that I could leave when I want to.
That's fair.
Even if my vacation is a month long and we going here. If we get to here and don't like it, we can say, let's go home.
Yeah.
You can't do that on a cruise.
You cannot.
You're going to be somewhere and then she going to, what, Iceland or I don't know.
Yeah, and it gets scary sometimes. Sometimes it's like, hey, by the way, we've checked on the radar. There's a hurricane. So we're just going to go in this direction a little bit. Don't worry about it, guys. Everything will be fine. And I'm like,
and then she said, yeah, I like going to other countries. I'm like, hell, as a black man, I'm struggling to make it here. I ain't going to try my luck in another country. Let's be clear. I don't know what their rules are over there. Because everybody, listen, every country got black people. They ain't black, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But if you go to some places like Japan or something like that,
Yeah.
Leroy, it's gonna be hard to hide. It's gonna be real hard to hide.
Now,
the funny
Fonz
part is,
has been in Japan 3 times. He loves it.
they think they think he's a rapper. He goes over there and they think he's Future.
No, and he said like Wagyu beef is really cheap there.
Oh yeah.
He said the food is amazing.
I have heard that. I heard they bake well. I heard they do a lot of things well.
My
you see
thing
them in the
is
World
that-
Cup. They clean up after themselves.
My thing is if I don't like sushi here, it ain't gonna be better if I go to the home country.
Listen, you preaching to the choir with that.
Oh
one.
yeah.
You preaching to the choir.
Here's Marcos. Here's Marcos in Japan. He get nauseated if he touched the seafood.
I can't do it. Brittney, hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing this wonderful, wonderful weekend? How was your weekend, I should ask?
Very relaxing.
You sound relaxed right now.
You sound like you need a throat lozenge. It don't sound like you had a relaxed weekend.
That's
what are you talking about?
She's got to warm up. Listen, we've heard Brittney after like an F1 or a concert.
Oh,
this is nothing compared to what we've heard. This is great. You sound like an
to be fair, like this is the first time I've talked today to anybody, so my voice is second to warm up.
Yeah, Monday at the station, Slim Pickens.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Our boy lost.
What do you mean our boy lost? Oh,
Xander.
Xander
He
did lose.
He got pieced up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, it was a good matchup though. Him and Boots and this, they show respect afterwards.
You know what?
Yeah.
Win or lose, you become a fan of Xander just by the risk that he's willing to take. When he say I'll fight anybody,
yeah,
right, and he's only 23, so
he's still young,
I think of it as something like, like Canelo. When Canelo
I was going to say,
fought Floyd,
a young Canelo
fought Floyd, and you notice Floyd would never fight him again.
Hell no.
Right.
And that's completely understandable. I mean, I agree. I thought the same exact thing. Young, not ducking any smoke, and didn't get embarrassed out there either. Boots is a good boxer, so it makes sense.
Oh no, Boots is the real deal. And Xander has his qualities. He stunned him a couple of times.
Yeah.
But the overall skill is on a different level. You know what I mean? Like, he's there, but he ain't quite there yet.
It's almost like seeing Wemby in the finals. You see a guy who has all the talent and the skill, but
moments you see it, but not to win the championship yet.
You see, sometimes you still see the youngness and the maturity. And it's not even that he's that much younger than Boots. Boots is, I think, like 30 or something like that.
7 years is a long time in the fight game.
Especially in the fight game. You learn a lot from that.
Right.
So, it's a part of the learning process, but that's still our boy, man. That's still our boy. Shout out to the Xander.
Shout out. Yeah. Kudos to him. Because like I said, if you haven't followed him or you haven't seen the come up, we've been interviewing him since he was 16.
Yeah.
And just to see his path and where he's going and where he's headed. This is not the end. The way he's handled himself at a young age is like, I applaud him for that. So hate to see my guy get pieced up like that a little bit, right? But now you have an indication of where you are.
Yep, only up from here.
Sometimes you have those defeats in life and you go, oh, I thought I was here.
Yeah. He was streaking for a while.
Here.
He was on the way up. He was trending upwards for so long. This is the kind of thing to remind you still have a lot of work to do. But that's okay.
That's it. Just got done watching golf tournament.
Well, why don't you tell us about that as we talk about our headlines that are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of your price detail, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com.
Let's start off with the most important stuff. World Cup starts today. Knockout stage.
This is officially where you start locking in. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I have not been locking in nearly as much as I need to be. Although I was boots on the ground for Brazil, Scotland. I had some interesting experiences. I'll tell you guys of that, including how I have been humbled by the hustle lords. You thought you had hustle game, but you realized. Listen,
no.
I thought I had $1 million. Listen, Leroy, $1 million plan, buddy. This one was $1 million and ended up not even being 1,000,000 pesos. It was horrible. But nonetheless, I have not been locking into the World Cup. This is it, is what you're saying, though. This is where things get
The
real.
knockout started yesterday.
Oh, this started yesterday?
Yes, Canada defeated South Africa.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Those teams
I
don't
thought it
count,
was because there's a bunch of games today, and it's weird.
Yes,
It's weird in that the U.S. just played Thursday, and there were games on Friday, and they're already starting the knockout round. But I'm guessing that the U.S. plays what, Thursday? Wednesday. Okay, so they picked it up a little bit. So
there's only like 10 days left, I believe.
Of the World Cup?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Why would you do that to me?
Where's the final? Is the final in Jerry's World?
That makes no sense.
I honestly don't know where the finals is. I know that the semifinals are here, or the quarterfinals. I can't remember.
Yeah. If I had to pick one based off of all right, America, give me your best stadiums, I'd pick Jerry's World. Either that or what's the one out in LA?
SoFi.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna probably be one of those, or maybe even New York. Honestly, just because
New York. Oh, damn it! You're right.
Yeah.
It's at
other news.
Oh, and you're a liar, Brittney. I got at least 20 days.
The Joe Rose started today. Wimbledon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I give respect to Joe. He still hasn't transferred over to pickleball. I give respect to him.
And then watch a little golf. Victor Hovland defeated Scotty Scheffler in a playoff that had to be continued today. Scotty missed a 5-foot putt.
Why did it have to be? Oh no, Scotty. Why did it have to be continued today?
Unfortunately, Marcos, when there's a delay, and you run out of daylight, you can't golf anymore.
Oh, damn.
So they tied on the last possible hole. They played their 18th hole because there was a rain delay. They played their 18th hole and it was damn near dark. So they had to come back today.
I did not. Is there any other sport that is affected? Is there any other sport that is affected by daylight? Like if there's like a weather delay of some sort, every other sport will resume. But
believe it or not,
yeah.
At the University of Michigan, I only played one game under the lights at that stadium.
In what, 3 years?
Michigan didn't have lights. Notre Dame didn't have lights.
They just don't have lights. They just we just won't play.
And well, no, they you know what they did?
What?
They would get portable lights.
Oh,
so the one game we played at night in the evening, we got portable lights.
Oh, okay.
Which they say costs like $1 or $2 million to get portable lights. We did that at Notre Dame, and we did it at Michigan. So they could do it. It just had never been done. I think there's a couple of baseball. I want to say Wrigley Field didn't have lights.
What? Until like what, recently or something? How do you not have lights?
80s or 90s?
Oh my God. The ghetto.
So there was a couple of baseball places where you only played like early games. So it's, the newer stadiums, of course.
Mm.
Right. So other than that, sports, I'm worried.
Why are you worried?
I heard some news and I don't know if it's true because I was just reading the chat from you knuckleheads.
Oh.
And I saw one word and I stopped looking at the chat.
Oh no, was it Klay Thompson? It's okay, Leroy. He's not coming.
Ja.
Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Come on.
Now, I get it. And everybody says for the cheap or whatever.
On the low skis.
Yeah. But Ja's not like the same guy that we saw when he first came out.
Yeah, which is why we can get him on the low skis.
All right. Don't mean he could play.
Yeah, which is why, look, you get rid of this Drew Smith guy because, I mean, what are we even doing here? And then we talk about potentially bringing in Ja, and we tell him, hey, you're only allowed to go to Tootsie's or the office in the off season and see if he can potentially follow that because you know how it could be.
No. So we got a lot of crap to talk about.
Indeed, we do. But before, let's go ahead and we got two things we need to cover because I was told that my legs will be broken if I don't do both of these things. We'll start off with the first one, which is a weather report brought to you by our friends at Tornado Roofing. Love those people. And contracting. Don't forget about that. It's Tornado Roofing and contracting if you need it. Replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Leroy, what is it looking like in the Windowplex?
It is cloudy. I wouldn't say mostly cloudy. There's clouds and sun. Winds are light. I would say out of the east at about maybe 5 miles an hour. And I'm going to say at 10 o'clock, it's about 85 degrees. It's a heater.
Yeah, it has been. There's been no relief. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even like nighttime, the humidity that it's been around. I was, like I said, I was around for the Brazil-Scotland game, which was last week, and it had that thing where it was like thunderstorms and then a waiting between the next thunderstorm, and the amount of humidity was just like my shirt was drenched. It was horrible. It was horrible for sure. So, anyway, one more thing we briefly discussed about this, but again, I was told that my legs will be broken if I don't say this. This was from Tobin. This threat was from Tobin this time. He wanted me to tell you that the World Football Scoreboard is brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra spicy margaritas made with Casamigos and unrivaled views of all tournament. Twin Peaks is your destination for eats, drinks, and scenic views. Brittney informed us things started yesterday. You said Canada defeated South Africa, correct?
Yes.
Was there any other game?
No, yesterday was just Canada versus South Africa.
What a snoozer. They saved that. The only game, huh? But have no fear as the action picks up tremendously. Today you have amazing games. You got Netherlands versus Morocco, Germany versus Paraguay, which I have never met anyone who's ever been to Paraguay. Has anyone? You guys know anyone? Is that a real place?
No.
It is a real place, but I don't know.
How do you know it's a real place though?
Because geography.
Oh, so you're trusting everything they say. Okay, Leroy, do you know anyone or have you ever been to Paraguay?
I barely know Miami.
See, okay, so Leroy agrees it doesn't exist. Brittney, if you personally, can you name anyone? If you can get anyone to call into the show today from Paraguay, then I got $10 on it. But this is not a contest. This has nothing to do with 560 WQAM, legal, blah, 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 blah. You get it. If you can find me someone, anyone listening right now,
you can't say that.
I promise.
Somebody gonna lie.
That's true.
Exactly.
I need your social security number. I need you to say it over air. if you're willing to do that, you can go ahead and call in. In the meantime, we are going to keep it locked right here. We will discuss, is there a potential reunion on the way? And some other Miami Heat roster moves that happened this weekend. Stay tuned right here to the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tobin and Leroy show. We are live here on a Monday. Tobin is out, hopefully enjoying some time off, hopefully getting some rest. But have no fear. The rest of the gang is here. We got Leroy, we got Brittney, we got Figgy controlling things behind the scenes. Business as usual right here on the Tobin and Leroy show. Now, one of the major news stories that Tobin was on front lines for. I saw his live stream when Giannis officially got traded, and he had, I think, upwards of about 2,000 people in his live on YouTube, as, of course, he was embarrassing us in a captain's hat and a very strange Vice Shirt Friday. But nonetheless, the vibes were high. But now it's time to unpack the reality of the situation. You have Giannis. Now what's next? There has been a multitude of roster moves that give you small indications as to what's happening. But the most important domino is most likely going to fall today, sometime before 5 p.m. Andrew Wiggins, of course, being that domino with his contract option, whether or not he's opting in, being determined today by 5 p.m. The implications are that if he does opt in, he could potentially be a big piece for a trade that could potentially land LeBron James or other options to bolster the roster. And then there's other people who are like, well, if we do end up keeping him and he opts in, he also fits in really well with the two pieces that are next to him. Leroy, which way are you leaning in regards to what you want Andrew Wiggins to do?
There's a third option.
Oh.
And that he opts out, but the team gives him like a 3-year deal.
So they just like restructure almost.
Kind of, but he has to opt out.
Yeah.
Say he's going to get what? How much? 25 this year? Is it 25?
I think it's 30.
Or 35. Might be 35.
I'll tell you right now.
I think it's 35. And if you take that and make it 3 years, $20 million a year, you give him $60 million.
Yeah. Says that he is for the 2006-2027 season carrying a cap hit of $30 million.
So $30 million. So what if I give you 3 years, $60 million? You double your money. It's guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And it gives us $10 million. So it's a win-win.
I like that.
Well, that's the other option.
Yeah.
But
now
a lot of times we don't consider, because think of it this way. Who's going to give Andrew Wiggins $30 million a year if he opts out? He going to get a very similar deal, 15 to 20 million for 2 or 3 years.
Trae Young just made a lot of money. He made a lot of money in Washington.
Wiggins Wiggins is not Trae Young.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, ain't nobody else in the league like the Washington Wizards. So
one's dumb enough to be the Wizards.
They also gave Bradley Beal. They let him. He came up twice. So let's think about that. So exclude the anomalies.
Yeah,
that's an anomaly. Can you think? Let me ask you a question. If we had traded for Trae Young, would Trae Young be maxed out with the Heat?
I don't think so.
Right. Anywhere else, any other team that runs their team with some bit of, organization, right? Is anybody going to give Trae a max $212 million? So,
no, I don't.
Right. So from that standpoint, let's exclude that deal. And Wiggins got to be smart enough to know. I mean, I'm more than sure somebody in this league is saying, if he got it, I should get a max. No, go play for the Wizards. That's where you're getting your max.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's that. I personally would. I'm trying to, and I love LeBron, right? But I'd rather have Wiggins on a 3-year deal than LeBron on a 1-year deal and have to play this game over again next year and find a replacement for that position. when Wiggins shoots the three really well. He's going to play defense. The only problem I have with Wiggins is that dude could have 20 in the first quarter and not shoot the ball till the fourth quarter. And so that's kind of his personality, though. And
it always seems like it's a mental thing. Like, never have I been like, he doesn't have the ability to do something. He's one of the most talented players in the league.
Correct.
But he just like disappears sometimes.
And I don't know why. And I think that you want to know what a good coaching job is? Figure that out. Figure out, like, hey, man, you're one of the most talented players in the NBA. You don't disappear. Those guys don't disappear. When they score 20, they think they're going to score 50.
I think this is how you figure it out, though. This is how Steve Kerr figured it out. You get another player so that Andrew Wiggins is not the guy you depend on. That's
and that's just the funny thing about it is that I don't think we ever went into a game depending on Andrew Wiggins, but including Andrew Wiggins. You see what I'm saying? There's a big difference, right? Like, for example, this is not a knock on Chris Bosh, but you didn't depend on Chris Bosh, but he was an important piece of the success the team had. But you wasn't going into a game saying, if I don't get 25 from Chris Bosh, we can't win. You said that about LeBron and D Wade. So there's that. If you have that other piece and you have the other piece like Giannis, think how many open shots he's going to get. Think of how many open middies he's going to get. Think about how his game is going to be able to have more of an impact because you have that guy. Same thing when he was in Golden State, when he could have very easily won the Finals MVP. Because they don't win that without Wiggins, but we didn't go into that series saying Wiggins has to be the guy. Yeah. And that's kind of
that's his role right there. Yeah.
Right.
Put him in a position where he doesn't have to be the guy.
But you have to have the talent, and he has the talent. So as much as I love LeBron, I would rather have Wiggins. Where this team is, I think Wiggins for the next 2 or 3 years would make more of an impact than LeBron would in 1 year. And he seems to be more compatible with Giannis and Bam. Whereas if you bring LeBron, you got 3 guys that do damn near the same thing.
Now, there's been a couple names that have been linked as the roster moves. We'll discuss some of those roster moves real quick. Drew Smith got a deal, whatever. Guaranteed money next year, whatever. Great. Happy for him. Yay, whoop-de-doo. Vlad Golden earned a 2-way contract, I believe, this year. So that's, securing a bit of size. We let a couple guards walk. Let's see. The exact reports here is Miami extended 2-way qualifying offer to 7-foot center Vlad Golden. They did not extend a qualifying offer to guard Trevor Keels. Trey Donaldson was another person who was filling 2 of the team's 3 2-way contract slots. Now, there has been rumors that, tell me if this name intrigues you at all. Out of Denver, did 1 year with Denver. Bit of an off year, I guess you'd say. Cam Johnson. He's along that Wiggins line, so I'm guessing depending on what happens with Wiggins, then Cam Johnson would be a guy that could come in and do some things at that position, right? Yeah.
And so that's kind of why you have a lot of names out there, because everybody's starting to get a feel for what the Heat need, what the Heat could lose. And so now everybody's just pointing out, oh, well, this guy's free, this guy's free, this guy, and that's how you kind of move the pieces around. So I don't know if the Cam Johnson thing is even a thought if Wiggins was under contract.
Now, this is something that just happened within the last hour or so. Draymond Green just declined his contract with Golden State.
Is he retiring?
That's a good question. I don't see
or keep in mind
he's so old. That's actually a question.
He declined for what, 40?
He declined his 27.7.
27.7. So what if they do the same thing? 3 years, 15.
Just like a restructure of some sort.
3 years, 15. So
I feel like that.
These are all conversations that have probably been had have been had
Yeah.
before these guys made these moves. Because if he can't get another contract anywhere else, and I got to tell you,
Yeah.
Draymond Green's one of them players that only seems to work for Golden State, right? So who else is going to give him a 2 or 3 year deal where he's going to make more than 27.5 million?
So what Shams tweeted out after this news broke was the opt-out comes days after the Warriors said they expect Green to pick up the $27.7 million option. Instead, Green delivers Golden State the time and space to pursue Anthony Davis with the Wizards and convince LeBron James to join Stephen Curry, Green, and his old Lakers championship teammate in the Bay. So that's what Golden State's trying to do, is acquire LeBron and AD.
Okay, so and you need that money freed up, which is the same thing that's happening down here, right?
Yeah, but
those guys that opt out, opt out to try to stretch that money out or to create space so they can go get other players, and that's kind of the same thing that's happening down here. However, I don't necessarily know that Wiggins has the same relationship with the Heat as Green has with Golden State. So he might be, well, I'm out. Or he could be like, I really like it here. I like the vibe. I like what's going on. I like my role. And I will do this for the opportunity to bring more players in. That's same game, slightly different circumstances because of the tenure of each player, but in hopes you can get the same result and bring other players in. And that's that. Now, I don't know how 42-year-old and 40-year-old LeBron and Steph gonna make it, and AD, I don't know how that's gonna work out, because they all gonna be eating Melba toast on the sidelines at each time out.
Yeah, they're gonna be doing commercials for like osteoporosis or something like that. I don't understand why
Or
they think
what's the drip draws?
Depends.
Depends.
Yeah. They're gonna be doing Depends commercials. I just don't understand. This is great in theory. I remember a summer, and this is like you said, different circumstances, but I remember a summer in which Karl Malone and Gary Payton joined the Lakers and stuff. But it's like,
that was the year they lost to Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like these names that you're mentioning are. Had you told me, hey, LeBron and AD are teaming up with Steph Curry and Golden State, maybe like 5 years ago, I would have been like, yo, this is something we should watch for sure. But now I'm like, I don't care. Heat in 5. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we will play our least favorite segment, and that is Day to Day. We'll celebrate whatever celebrities will be blowing out the candles today and determine what crazy holiday we're supposed to be celebrating. That and much more. Stick around to the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Talk with the Leroy show live here on a Monday. That was Pitbull and who? Who is that also, Brittney?
Chris Brown.
That's what I thought. Leroy, Chris Brown and Usher are in concert together. Are you gonna allow Big Spoon or Teaspoon to go to a Chris Brown and Usher concert?
Yeah, why?
I don't want videos of Usher serenading cherries on my lovely lady's lips.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer of this.
Yeah.
And people out there need to hear this.
Let's hear it.
If your spouse cheat on you,
yeah,
don't be mad at or whatever you call it. Don't be mad at the other person. Be mad at your spouse. They know what your situation is.
No,
so
for sure.
If you trust your wife or your daughter or whatever, you know when they get in a situation like that, they're going to handle themselves accordingly. I don't have to worry about that. So if you have questions, you don't have questions about Usher or Chris Brown. Mm-hmm. You got questions about what your situation is.
No, I mean, I understand and I agree as well. But let's say I'm in a room with Beyonce, right? Me and Beyonce are at a gala together, right? And I'm with my wife. She's with, what's his name? Jay something.
And she gives you the look.
And she's just like, this drink is so good. Here, try my drink. And she like scoots her drink over to me. And there's only one straw. There's only one straw. It's not like she has like two straws. And she's like, here, just try this. Normally, I'd be like, lady, get the hell away from me. But because I'm looking at Beyonce, and I may just be like, whatever you say, Queen Bee. And I'm like, yes, it is a little sweet.
But again,
it could use a little more tequila.
That ain't on her. That's on you and your situation with your wife. You got to deal with that.
Yeah, but for a few seconds, I'm gonna be hypnotized. I'm be hypnotized by her beauty.
Or you gonna get knocked to bleep out by your wife.
And then I see
the TikToks of the hot girl walking into the elevator.
Yeah.
Right.
And you gotta look
and dude act like he ain't looking. Like,
let me see.
Look,
what
man,
floor do I gotta go to?
We get caught up in the wrong stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like girls fighting over dudes or dudes fighting over girls. Right? Y'all point your anger at in the wrong direction. You should be looking at your significant other and like, why would you do that?
But baby,
right?
it's Beyonce.
If Beyonce offer you a sip of her drink, I would guess that your wife would be like, "Go ahead, that's Beyonce."
So I'm supposed
she
to be
know,
like,
she
come
know,
on, baby.
she know.
Those are Usher's cherries.
Wait, she know that when it's over, your ass going get in the car with her and go back home.
Yeah, she probably look like Beyonce. Like, listen, girl, if you want them, you can go ahead and take that off my hands.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it's because I'm older or whatever, but you ain't, if somebody want to do some dirt, there ain't nothing what you gonna do about it. Like, the fact that it got to that point is where the problem happened.
I'm gonna be punching air like after they found out Ricky died.
You know what? When I first met my wife, I told my wife, I ain't gonna never within reason tell you can't do something or can't, or whatever you want, I'm gonna try to help you get. I said, because I know as a man, there's always somebody that's gonna tell you whatever you want to hear. And you just got to be very cognizant of that. And so within reason, the buck stops here, right? I'm gonna be the guy, right? If I'm not the guy, I say, you let me know that I ain't being the guy. And then we go from there. You see what I'm saying? If your wife say to you, hey, we don't never do nothing, we don't never go somewhere, and then she say, oh, I'm going out with friends, that's on you. That ain't on her. That's on she gonna go have some fun. That's on you. Brown? And then You can't be the one worried about, all the stuff that could be going on when she wanted to be there with you. So, yeah, y'all like y'all need to pay attention. Pay attention. It's out there. Y'all just don't want to pay attention. Y'all want to blame somebody. Look in the mirror. Am I doing the right things? Am I taking care of my business? If not, men or women, right? Now, some people are just dogs. Some people are cheats, right? Yeah, I can't do nothing about that, right?
I don't like that you said that, and I can't hear Brittney, but her aura went.
Or hey, she was like testifying. Yes, Lord.
Some people.
That's it. But no, you know what? I think part of it is if you've been in enough relationships, you start weeding through all that stuff, right? Because like I always tell my wife, women tend to always tell men what they need to know before they had a chance to figure it out. When you go to a man and say, "Oh, I can't be with a guy that do that," what you think the guy gonna say? "Oh, I don't do that." You think you stepping up, but you got a whole nother list of stuff that he doing, right? So take your time. I got married when I was 40, right? Took my time. If it didn't feel right, I didn't do it, right? Because it's a one-time deal.
Well, he got married when he's 40, and a couple of these people are turning 40 today. Celebrity birthdays, real quick. We'll run through them. First one that I saw here, kind of sad, because I've never listened to his music, but I know that he had an influence on social media, and he recently passed like 2 weeks ago. Oliver Tree. Are you familiar with that name, Leroy?
No.
Yeah, Oliver Tree, social media, music guy. And honestly, I've never listened to any of his stuff, but he passed like 2 weeks ago, and I saw that a lot of people were really affected by it. And that's unfortunate. So God bless him. Celebrating a heavenly birthday today. Continuing on to some people we may know. You heard of this guy. You may have seen him at a Chipotle before. Kawhi Leonard turns 35 today.
That's it?
35.
Dude, I thought him and LeBron was the same damn age.
Nope,
I ain't gonna lie. He only 35.
35, but truthfully, with all the games he's taken off, he's really 32. Yeah. Nicole Scherzinger. Guys know Nicole Scherzinger?
Yes, saying that right?
I don't think so. It's SCHERZINGER. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, you're right. You don't know who that is?
I've known her from I know the Pussycat Dolls, and I know
Yeah.
That's what
she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Apparently she's in Moana too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll look at the credits. We'll determine if that's true. Can't trust the internet anymore. Latest Drake beef person, Sauce Walker. Everyone loves him. Turns 36 today. Sauce Walker. How much Sauce Walker? Yeah, correct. Gary Busey, 82 today.
That dude has looked 82 for the last 20 years.
He
with
is
all of his.
Hey, listen, not a looker.
That's the. You know what else he's been on a lot? Celebrity mugshots.
Yes, absolutely. Celebrity rehab. Prominent radio star, one of the pioneers in our industry, Charlemagne the God. You guys want to guess how old he's turning?
42?
47.
48.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good.
Okay, he's been around I know you've been around for a minute.
Yeah, this last one here, you guys may have seen him during his recent run in this playoffs here. Is it Champagne? Julian Champagne? Champagne?
Champagne. No.
See,
Champagne.
look at that. Maybe
Champagne.
it's Kahama Pagani.
Champagne. That's right. The G is silent.
Nah, I think it's Kahama Pagani.
Yeah, I'm so sure.
By the way, today is International Hug Day. That is, it's International Hug Day, so make sure you hug someone.
Hug Day. I thought you said Hog Day. I was like,
no, but you know what? Actually, it kind of is, because it's National Bacon Burnt End Day.
I don't like burnt ends.
Well, it just
Do you think it deserves a day though? What are we doing in America?
Yeah,
like,
like,
what
it
are we
ain't-
doing in
Well, you got
America?
365, so you run out of the favorites pretty good. quick.
Yeah, but come on, we couldn't think of anything
I,
else.
I run out of all my favorite foods in a month.
Today's also National Waffle Iron Day. Like, really, what are
Without
we
the
doing?
waffle,
Just the iron,
It's just the iron. It needs to be
Just the iron.
celebrated.
because it's an ingenious kitchen appliance. Apparently, this
I
is
tell
what's
you
going
what,
on
there is nothing better
here. Yeah,
than a crispy on the outside waffle. Whew, I love waffles. I don't like pancakes. I love waffles.
Leroy's going to be celebrating today for sure.
No, not too late.
Chicken and waffles, man. You can have that at
No,
any time.
I don't like, dude. I don't like chicken
Breakfast
and
for
waffles.
dinner.
Can you believe that?
Brenner? You've never had Brenner?
No. Guess what?
No.
I do not like chicken and waffles.
All right, Sam. I am. Like, that's just.
I'm
a
just
strange.
saying. I'm just saying. Like it. I had it. The syrup on the. No, too much. Too much.
That's a horrible take from you, but
It
we're
is.
gonna.
It is. Listen, you know what I tell people? There's a
Yeah.
lot of foods out there, right?
There is,
I ain't
yeah.
gotta like what you like, and you ain't gotta like what I like. We gonna all
No,
eat
but this
well.
is wrong though. But that's wrong though.
You
We're
look
gonna
like
take
you
a break.
Just had some chicken and waffles.
Hey, yeah.
Just looking swole and bloated. Like
Yeah, let me not even. All right. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, hour 2 of the program right here on Tobin and Leroy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hour 2 of the program here.
We got some sad news.
Oh no.
Chris Johnson
Oh.
just announced that he has ALS.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you talking about Chris Johnson, newly drafted corner? Chris Johnson, the
The
running
running back. The
Oh,
running
the
back.
Titans running back.
2,000 yards running back. He ran for 2,000.
Yeah, no, he was.
He can't even talk. He has to talk with a machine.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad because, like,
wow.
And it's sad for me because you don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know the toll that is taken. Or if that's the reason why. Right?
Yeah.
Because, you kind of live a different life with how you go about things, what you do, and so I just feel bad because he's a young, really young. I told you I got married when I was 40. He's 39.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate to hear. I don't know how these things happen. You know what I mean? And I'm more than sure somebody's going to find a way to associate it with football. But I don't even know, if that's accurate. And that's the part that, like, if you're a former athlete, you're on edge because, life is hard by itself. Now add this collision sport and people are so quick to say all those collisions led to this when it could be something totally different. So I just wish that there were more facts, right? But in the end, I feel bad for him because he was a phenomenal player, and he would have, he should have a lot more life to live and enjoy some of the fruits of his labor.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of only 9 running backs to rush for over 2,000 yards in the season. As you mentioned, big part
Which
of
is
that.
crazy because the second one still has the record.
The second one to ever do it. Who was it? Dickerson?
Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
We know that number. I know that number. 2105.
Yeah, I imagine.
Right. It's crazy because who owns the record for most rushing yards in one football season? One professional football season.
O.J. Simpson.
No. OJ only had 203, but he only played 14 games. It's actually Herschel Walker with the USFL had like 2,400 yards, I want to say.
You personally, you count that? Like you're like, oh, that's fine.
It's just kind of a I would say it's more of a a trivia question.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't count it. No, you playing against but the USFL back in the day, they had a lot of guys who end up going in the NFL draft and going first round, ended up going first round twice. So they did have some talent. I mean, Jim Kelly played in the USFL.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean,
so
yeah,
there was some talent. I think, we kind of lose how great Herschel Walker was, right? Because he played so long. He was really good.
Yeah, I know. I think, I could be confusing him with another one. Obviously, he played in a time in which I wasn't necessarily paying attention or even alive for sometimes. But I think I saw him on Pros versus Joes. But I can't confirm. I have to Google that now. Yeah. 3. See, this is you ever watch Pros versus Joes, Leroy? I feel like that's a show that'll be right up your alley.
No, why? I know the outcome.
Oh, of course you know the outcome, but it's usually this is usually how a show would set up, and this is an amazing challenge. I was right. I did see him on this show. This is where he nearly paralyzed one of the people because 3 regular dudes tried to tackle Herschel Walker. There's always these guys who think that they can do what athletes can do.
Dude, always. Can I just tell you that one of the arguments that I get in all the time, and this is with you, with Tobin, with ever. Like to call somebody a bum that's in the top 0.1% of what he does in the world.
Yeah.
Right? And you're comparing him to others who are in that top 0.1%. But I could take, so who had the first pick in the draft? The Raiders. Where's their record? 3-14. They were terrible. A dumpster fire.
Yep.
Right? How do you think they would fare against Indiana? So the worst NFL team against the best college team.
Oh,
it'd be like a 35-point spread.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
Right?
It would definitely be
and
crazy.
that's with guys that most people consider were scrubs.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to put things in context, right?
No, for sure. Or you can be blind and say, "Oh, I can do that," and you end up on Pros versus Joes, and which a lot of these people, like I've seen somebody try to. They're like, you know what? And I love the guys who designed this show. They're like, "Oh, you think you're cool? Tackle Herschel Walker." They're like, "Oh, you think that's cool? You remember Goldberg? He's gonna tackle you now."
You know what's crazy is that
James Worthy, like a bunch of stuff.
You could take guys in NFL, right?
Yeah.
And would have the same result tackling Herschel Walker. So if you take 3 average dudes when the professionals couldn't tackle him, before you do it, I'd be like, sign this release.
Oh yeah. You know
they'd have to have an ambulance over to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna
make sure you got
own...
your mouthpiece in. You know you're gonna have those little them shoulder pads that used to shake. They ain't gonna be tight.
Nope. And no one's gonna tighten them for you either. No one's gonna be there to make sure. There's no
dude.
And you don't have years of experience.
Before every game, I had to make sure that stuff was tight.
No, absolutely. No, yeah. I mean, especially someone who ran like through the gaps, you're gonna need that to be tight. And these people are walking around and it's like clapping.
Right, yeah. It is like when I hear people talk, listen. So every year, Fonz and all of his high school friends or whatever used to have the turkey bowl.
Oh,
they used to get up every Thanksgiving and go play football, right? And at about 12 o'clock, I get a call every year. So-and-so got to have x-rays.
Yeah.
So-and-so broke his ankle. So-and-so tore his ACL, his shoulder, right? This is for 5 years. And they were just like out of high school. So they would always ask me to play. And I'm like, are you serious?
Nah.
Dude, y'all can't survive each other.
Yeah, that's bad.
Like, I ain't going out there to try to be, because you make one play and it makes your life in sports.
Yeah.
Right? Because now I'm thinking, well, I'm going to have to crush these little kids because I ain't going to have nobody with put a notch, Leroy being a notch on their belt and somebody go get hurt.
All these phones nowadays.
I'm going to tell you now. Professional athletes are one thing, first things first, competitors at everything. And people think, oh, we just gonna go out here and have fun. Meanwhile, that professional player putting his mouthpiece in, talking about I ain't giving no L's to I ain't giving no wins to nobody. And it's a different mentality.
Tyreek Hill broke the leg with an OnlyFans model. That is the indication of how competitive he brought her over for a reason. But once she started lining up and catching a couple passes,
right? You can't like.
He said, "Nah, forget
because here's what happens. Let me tell you how the story goes, because I've seen it. You playing in the periphery of the athlete.
Yeah.
They run a couple of things. They do some stuff. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. And then everybody start, yucking it up. And you don't want none of this. And then you are forced to go out there and break something. And it ain't going to be yours. And then everybody going to say, why did you have to go so hard? I gave her some. I gave, no, dude, leave it alone.
That's me when I walk by the new basketball machine that's in the corner by the Liquid Death. I be taunting Brittney. I'm like, you don't want none of this. You see this?
And who won?
Okay, there was a trajectory. The ceiling is low. It's a low ceiling. And it was a
the
little
one-
windy that day. No,
Oh.
they left the window open to air out the
Yeah.
water. So
Mhm.
it's we don't really
Like,
know
I
if we
don't-
got it.
Now, I tell you what happens to athletes and the athlete's downfall in moments like this is as they get older, the mentality is the same, but your body is not. And so you go out there with that foolishness, and then you end up limping off the. Like I told Tobin, I refused to tell Tobin right away, but I went out there and kicked that soccer ball on the 19th, right?
Yeah.
And I was out there kicking. I made it in one of the little circles. JFig filmed it or whatever, and I went back talking trash. I didn't want to tell him that I limped for 3 days because of my hip. Like,
No,
so periodically, like here's the phrase that will get even Joe Rose to do something stupid.
yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, of course.
You can't. You like that is the ignition point on the athlete trying to hearken to the old days.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
got
do this. You can't beat me. You can't do this.
bro, and they're
Right?
barbaric too. I got friends that played college ball that if they were to be correct about an argument or for any reason, it's almost
Yes.
like I could just be like, I bet you can't beat me in a foot race. And immediately it doesn't matter where they are in their
start
lives.
stretching.
It's
start
like,
stretching.
what do you mean I can't beat you? Of course I can. And then now it's like we're in the middle of
Yeah.
Twin Peaks stretching for some reason.
Right.
It's strange.
The only thing that I have learned, I'm not racing nobody. Right?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
My ham is too tender.
No, that's not.
Like,
that's not and then
I
and
pulled
then,
the hammy doing egg toss.
how are your brakes? Yeah, see, that's not gonna go. That's not gonna go.
And I'm gonna need a parachute to stop.
I was gonna say
Like,
you,
because
brakes is
once
gonna
I
be the
get
problem.
going, it's gonna take me another 40 yards to stop.
for
'Cause
sure.
You can't just put on the brakes.
It's like Leroy's still going. Huh? Nah, he's slowing down. That's just him. He needs another 60 yards. He'll be good though.
No, you say RV ever say you didn't realize you need that back to kick. I didn't hurt my back. It was my hip,
Yeah.
the plant hip, twisting around.
The plant hip, not
Yeah, it
even the
wasn't
one
even
that's
the kick.
swinging around.
It wasn't even the kicker hip. It
Damn,
was the
Leroy.
plant hip.
Leroy, let's go ahead and give him a weather report. It's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
We got light winds. It is partly cloudy. Winds are coming out of the east. Very, very slow, right? Winds are 5, maybe gusting a little bit over 10. But nothing's really moving, and it's hot. I would say it's 85, 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And I would always expect rain in the evening or the drive home. So just be careful out there. Like, everybody panic soon as their windshield get wet. Turn on your wipers and relax.
Right now, you are looking at 92 degrees.
92 degrees.
A real feel of 113.
At 11:20 in the morning. That's like Vegas. Vegas, we get up at 6 to go to, we had to do show at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
At 6, we get up, it'd be 93.
Nah, it's crazy.
The high was like 112, 115.
Quick headlines brought to you by our friends at Doral Volkswagen, home of the price detail, our lowest price detail. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Run through these real quick. Marlins had their streak snapped, unfortunately, after winning 4 in a row. They lost yesterday, a close one. It was 2-1, and they are back in action. They still won that series, by the way, against.
Yeah, they won the series. That was for.
They dominated the series.
I think I heard
to
a
be honest.
stat that would have been for the 5th sweep this year,
Oh,
and
wow.
they had 6 of all last year.
Yeah.
And that sounds about right, Brittney? Did you do the game yesterday,
No.
Brittney?
I did not.
You did not? Okay. Because I remember I was watching on TV. You like, the thing is that the thing that drives me crazy about baseball sometimes is that Football, when games start, unless they playing, you know, somewhere else, and the game starts super early in the morning. But right? Baseball, it'll go night, day, evening. And so sometimes, like when I turned on the TV yesterday, was it yesterday or Saturday? It was yesterday. They were already in the seventh inning.
Yeah. Nah, you never know. Sometimes you turn on, it'll already be on, like you said.
Or they do the stupid thing that gets me.
What? Oh, the replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Especially because, they're in like a series. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not crazy to see them play the same team 2 days in a row.
Right, exactly.
They actually are the hottest team in baseball. Last 10, they're
Was-
8-2. So prior to yesterday's
the
loss.
month of June, they're what, 18-6?
It's a good call. Let me find that out for you. But yeah, they definitely are. I think them and the Cubs in the last 10 have the highest record in all of baseball. So Marlins doing their thing, man. A couple weeks ago, they were flirting with 500. Now they're
They
4
were
games
8
over
games
500.
under 500 a month ago.
Yeah, it's been great. I had an opportunity to see them for Flanagan's Fest, and I mean, there's a vibe going on for sure. There's definitely some sort of feeling of like these same 2003 Marlins where it's like there's no big names. We've had big names in the past that you can attach to, but all these people who are succeeding within our system, with the exception of like Sandy and stuff like that, are like all homegrown talent that this guy Peter Bendix is hand selected, and it's been fun to watch. It's been fun to feel a part of. You kind of feel like there is this alignment going on, in that the marketing team has been busting their ass for the Marlins for quite some time to get people out to the ballpark. But you always knew, start winning some damn games and we'll show up. But the manner in which they're winning and the team that is out there winning is creating this, like, I don't know, this partnership. We brought back the teal. We're having the Flanagan's games. We're having the national games. We're embracing the international spirit of the city. It's creating its own identity. And I don't know, there's something bubbling. There's something bubbling down there, dog. I like it. And in June, you're correct, by the way. They were 18-6 in June.
Right.
By far their best record. Well, I mean, March they were 4-1, but I don't really count that. April 11-15, May 11-18, and like you said, 18-6 in June. So, hey, man, them boys out there doing it.
They're doing it.
Never doubted them. Never doubted them. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I actually, speaking about marketing and how the Marlins do an amazing job, we have our whale, Miami. He has landed in South Florida. I don't actually know if he's here. He could still be in Vegas working out with Bam. I'm not sure where the hell he is. Who cares? Do whatever the hell you want to do until it's season time. In the meantime, I need to get cracking, all right? The brains need to get cracking. So I have for you guys, when we come back, the top ideas that Heat Game Ops needs to do to honor our new whale, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ideas for Game Ops when we come back on the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tobin and Leroy show. Our boy Tobin out for the next couple days as we power through with Leroy, Brittney, and of course Figgy in the background there. We are going to do our due diligence in regards to all things Miami Heat related, World Cup, Miami Dolphins, Marlins, etc. But I would be remiss if I did not allow.
Do something stupid?
No, okay. There's a different way of putting it. Allow myself to let these mental exercises reach the air, if you will. Meaning, I got some ideas and I need to get them out. So this isn't a game, but Brittney, I don't know. I do have some game show music in there. I just want some sort of vibe. I want some sort. It could be an instrumental vibe. It doesn't need to be anything in particular. I have no specific requests, but we need to set a vibe of some sort because the vibes are high in South Florida. We've had ourselves a hard couple years, especially a hard couple last month, and now we got Brady Kachuk, and of course Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, which means game ops. This is good vibes here. It's good vibes here. By the way, Drake threw a Janice party. Amazing. We'll talk about that later, of course.
Do we have to?
Maybe I'll just save it for text. But I got some ideas that I want to run by marketing and game ops over there at Kaseya Center, and I want your opinion on these, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Greek freak, so let's start with something easy. Very easy to incorporate, Leroy. I'm sure you'll agree with this one, or at least be able to accept that some of these ideas are pretty good. All the concession stands. From now on, we need to incorporate one item. We need gyros or gyros, not sure how that's pronounced, and tzatziki sauce in every concession stand. Come on. Some tzatziki sauce?
Hey.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, a gyro without tzatziki sauce is hot garbage.
Absolutely.
The tzatziki sauce makes it.
Come on. Tzatziki sauce inside the concession. Brittney, you feeling that?
Oh, absolutely. And if they don't have like Greek food at the arena, they're doing something wrong.
Come on. And now I'm thinking Greek yogurt too, or are we incorporating Greek yogurt as well?
They probably already have it. I would say I could do without something wrapped in grape leaves.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's garbage.
I'm not too crazy. What's the balls? What are the little fried balls?
Falafel?
Yeah, I'm okay with the falafel. I'd rather have a chicken and falafel. Whoa.
No, you can get a chicken gyro.
Yeah, but like this sounds cooler though. It's like chicken and waffle, but chicken and falafel.
Dude, let me tell you something.
With a little tzatziki.
There's certain places.
Yeah.
That it's amazing because every time I go to a Greek restaurant to get a gyro, they cheat you.
Yes.
Like they don't put a lot of meat in it.
Yeah,
but I go to this place called North South. Dude, you got gyro meat falling all up out of there. It is phenomenal. You get a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Where is that? Is that close to me?
No, it's right up. Well, it's the same distance as from me. It's on it's on Flamingo and Pines.
Okay, not too far.
Yeah.
All right. So look, that one you guys agree with. We're rocking with those ideas.
What is chicken souvlaki?
I don't know.
Chicken who?
Souvlaki.
That sounds.
I know somebody mentioned it, and I've seen it on the menu, but I don't exactly know what it is.
How you spell it? Souvlaki.
Souvlaki.
Chicken souvlaki. This looks like a shish kebab. Yeah.
Okay. So basically,
skewers.
That's the Greek name for chicken on a stick.
Chicken on a stick.
Essentially, yes.
Hey,
I'm not a big fan of meat on the stick.
What? It's so convenient.
That's such an odd thing to be particular
Just
about.
like
What,
Well,
Leroy?
let me put it this way.
What can you possibly?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because of all the different ways to cook meat,
Yeah.
that way usually comes out the driest.
Okay. Okay.
That's
All
the
right.
only reason why. It has nothing to do with anything other than that. And
Okay. So now, if
chicken,
you
you
cook,
already on the you on the like.
yeah,
There's
for
a
sure.
fine line between juicy chicken and dry chicken.
Absolutely. And then you try to go too juicy, and that's just raw chicken. It's disgusting. You know, so you got to find the middle ground. But what if you cook the chicken separately and then skewered that bad boy? Would you still be totally
You can
fine
do
with it? Okay.
It's
okay.
the same as not liking meat
It
with
is
a bone. That's not true.
absolutely not the same thing.
Wait. Brittany, do you not like meat on a bone?
I do
I'm
not.
sorry.
I do not.
But I think the whole thing of it is cooking it on a skewer.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's agreed. But hold on, let me address this thing real quick. Brittany, you don't like chicken wings?
No, I do not eat chicken.
Oh no, she
So
does.
you're
yeah,
like a
she
chicken
does.
tender person. Is that what you are? You're like a
Like-
dinosaur nuggies?
I love dinosaur nuggets.
Oh, this is great. This is
I'm a
great.
big fan of dinosaur nuggets. Yes.
Wow, this is adorable. It's
So
truly
yeah,
adorable.
she doesn't like chicken with a bone. So
Well, she's
you
a
never
child.
have you ever ate Popeye's chicken?
Yeah, no,
Off
can't.
the bone.
Off the bone. Okay, turkey day. You know, there's like a whole
Oh,
skeleton.
hey,
I needed
You
shredded.
cannot-
I needed it like I need it to be shredded on the side where I can get
Yeah.
it from there. I
Nobody
don't
Okay.
like
shreds
just,
turkey.
pick things off of a bone.
How about
Okay.
this?
You know?
How about this?
Yeah.
You cannot go to Universal
Oh, the turkey
without
leg.
getting that turkey leg.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I have a
Absolutely.
question though, Brittany. When you're eating and your mother cuts your steak for you because you're a baby, clearly. I want to. Does she use the right hand or the left hand? Because you're a baby. I want you to know that. It's
I'm okay with that.
crazy. I used to
So
call.
you won't eat a T-bone steak, but you'll eat like a
I don't
fillet or
even
a
eat
strip.
steak. I
Oh, you don't
even
eat steak.
Oh God, what are we doing here? All right.
You don't eat seafood. It's preference.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I
How
try.
dare
though.
you?
I
Who's
try.
more of a
No, you
child than
didn't.
that?
No, you
There's
didn't.
nothing
No, you
more
didn't.
childish
You
than
didn't
not
try.
liking seafood.
Look,
Actually.
I was like
You
this.
didn't
I went,
try. You didn't try. It touched your tongue and you almost threw up.
I eat
Bleh.
like my steaks. I usually prefer them to be cooked at home, like churrasco
Bleh.
or like
Oh,
like
that's good. Oh,
palomilla.
so wait, but you
Very
do like
good.
steak then, though?
I do like
Okay,
steak.
okay,
I just don't
okay.
like. I'm not gonna go to a restaurant and order a steak. Like I prefer.
Yeah, no, you're too busy getting chicken tenders and fries. That's why. That's
That's
crazy.
not
Wait
even
a minute.
true.
Wait a minute. Wait. Brittany, don't let him do this.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
It's
now
weird.
you're
Because
thinking
guess
that,
what?
I appreciate
For
that.
Christmas one time, I said, you know what,
Oh,
guys?
no need.
We're going to go have a nice meal. We're
Mhm.
going to go to Prime.
Yeah.
We went to Prime 112.
Mhm.
Delicious.
Tobin had to go in his elf costume, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Right? We go to Prime 112. We sit down to eat, whatever. Right? I order some sea bass. We get some lobster mac and cheese. We get a
Ugh.
nice little spread or whatever.
Gross.
You know what he ordered? Sliders.
Well, they were good though. They were good sliders.
Okay, yeah. So
Uh-huh.
you have nothing to talk about. I mean,
We
I
could
would
have got
say don't, like-
sliders closer to where we live.
Yeah, it's true. Like, don't ever if you want to take me to a nice dinner, like, don't ever tell me like, oh, let's go to this steakhouse. I'd be like,
No.
yeah, I'm not ordering.
I like
steaks.
that though. That is an
But
affordable. You're an affordable.
if you go to a steakhouse and you order fish or you order, like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
can
I
understand it. But you're
I
not going to go. I'm not going to say, hey, Brittany, let's go to a nice restaurant and you say, give me the chicken nuggets and fries.
no, I would never do that.
Right. That's
I went to a
equivalent to
very
what they did.
famous- I went to a very
Well.
famous steakhouse with my uncle once in New York, and I ordered scallops and pasta, which I felt like was appropriate for like a steakhouse.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Not
Well.
they ordered
Scallops.
Scallops are delicious.
no
Ugh.
scallops are too mushy.
No, they're not.
Yes,
They
they are.
melt in your mouth. They're like buttery. It's so good.
Blah.
Hence the word mushy.
That's
All
not
right,
mushy.
Look, we're getting off topic here. We need a couple more
Tender.
Greek things for our marketing. All right. So you guys agree with the food. Now let's see if we can potentially convince you on this one. What about we get an alternate jersey here in which we use Greek lettering, for our jerseys right
Absolutely
there.
not. Stop. Take this off the screen.
Come on.
Take it off the screen.
There you
No,
go. It's like a
that's terrible.
Giannis.
What is
What?
that?
What?
That's his number?
That's his
That's-
number in Greek.
That's number. Yes, that's his number according to
What is
AI.
his number?
yeah, and I
34.
34. I'm assuming.
I wasn't.
Yeah, it is.
I know you know, Brittany. I was asking.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Giannis. No, of course. Now what? Now in this specific, if you're asking me based off of this Greek number, that looks like upside down V, incomplete A. If I had to guess right there, this is incomplete triangle. If I had to. All right, you guys aren't a fan of that one, but
No, that's awful.
he's known as a Greek freak, so I'm thinking we do toga party Tuesdays. Any games that are played on a Tuesday, we do. We can give out like togas, and now in the audience, everyone's wearing but like we give them out, so like you can't come wearing your own because then you're naked, and that's just like that's a whole nother thing we got to deal with there. But
I'm a here.
not a fan of that one.
Let me say this way. I'm gonna stay away from the white sheets.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm sure you won't be the only one who feels that way. So let me go ahead and scrap that idea. Let me scrap that one. Oh, but you're gonna love this one. Like I said, he's known. This is the last one here. We'll take a break after this. He is known as a Greek freak. So I'm thinking any game played on a home court on a Friday, we're doing Freaky Fridays, baby. Freaky Fridays at the
like that
Kaseya
one.
Center. See, that can go
No.
one of two ways.
Can't do it. You know
What?
why?
Why?
Because remember, they wanted to do it in Atlanta. And
Okay, but that's not the kind of freaky he's talking about.
I'm talking about like switching, how Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis switch places. We will instead wear the opposite team's uniform.
Okay, no, what?
No, Brittany's totally down for that. She said that she was down for that. So that's what I'm thinking. Like if we're playing like the Magic, then we have like blue Heat jerseys that day
No.
because
Can we end this segment? You're ridiculous.
okay, fine. Well, then we'll do
You're
that.
this one.
All right, what about the other Freaky Friday then, where the golden oldies turn into the
No.
hot and hornies?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's do that. Like, remember back in the day on Power 96, DJ Last Freaky
Ooh.
Fridays? That's what I was thinking. That's where my mind went.
No, I was thinking completely flipping everything.
Yeah,
Maybe
clearly.
we wear pants on our head and jerseys on our. Okay, I'm still working out the ideas. I'm gonna table that one, but for sure we're putting tzatziki sauce on the concession stands, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, Leroy will give out his game balls and game bums from the weekend that was. And no, you can't nominate me, Leroy. It has to be from the weekend that was. More Tobin and Leroy when we come back.
This guy's a ball.
Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to Tobin and Leroy show. Right now, Leroy's going to hand out his game balls and game bums from the weekend that was.
Game ball is going to go to the Marlins, who have been on a hell of a heater. I'm pretty much giving it to them every Monday, and it's well-deserved. Also to Victor Hovland, who defeated the #1 player in the world in a playoff this morning, and Scotty Scheffler to win the Travelers Championship. So it was really cool. My game bum. I don't know how you do it, right? And I've had inside, because I know a couple of guys on tour. So I kind of know that what fans thought of this person versus Tiger versus what the players thought about Tiger versus this player is totally different. Phil Mickelson, you got to get your stuff together, man.
Oh no, what's he doing?
A couple of weeks ago, he got kicked out of a club for inappropriate contact with somebody that works there.
How old is this guy?
Now, another a former player's wife is spilling the beans on him. We got a wife and kids at home. You're the main one that's out there putting people out there on Front Street talking trash about how they do business, and you ain't handling your business, right? Like, it's easy to talk about somebody else's downfalls while you doing dirt. So I say, let's take care of home base first. Let's get yourself together. Let's take care of your family or whatever. And then all the other stuff we could deal with, right? Like you being a bad person or not a friendly person, I can deal with that. But when you start seeing stories like this about Phil, what you do is you go back and see all them smiles and how everybody loved him and all that, and you go, he's a phony. So he gets my game bum because that is, like, I hate seeing it, but it is what it is. Like, you're making them poor decisions. And notice, Tiger has some issues too. Dude had to have a press conference on national TV. We broke into regular programming to see this dude grovel in front of a camera. And Phil, we just, whatever, So he gets my game bum for just not being a good person.
Yeah. No, look, that's solid. That's solid. I don't necessarily, this is Leroy's segment, but I just wanted to chime in while I had the chance to give my game bum to a show that I watch, a show that has gained popularity, and I've watched it grow from a show that was on the MGM Plus network, which what are we even talking about here, all the way to the growth that it's shown now, and it's in its 4th season, just renewed for its 5th and final season. On Rotten Tomatoes, the first 3 seasons, 98%, 97%, 98%. So it's an amazing show. But this entire season, and this is one of those where you got to wait week by week. After waiting 2 years for the show to come back, garbage. The season finale was yesterday, and they had me wait for the past 10 weeks for an entire season of just like filler episodes. Ever watch a season and like there's an episode that like is like, all right, well, I mean, I understand not every episode's gonna be dragons and fire, but like, what are we doing here for this episode? Essentially, that's what this entire season felt like. So if you watch the show from, and you can identify with what I'm saying here, they get my game bum for that horrible season finale that was. And while we're on it, I've heard nothing cool about Love Island, and somehow Meg Thee Stallion is there, so they get a bum for this season as well.
I got to tell you, what was really good yesterday.
What?
House of Dragon.
Oh, don't tell me yet. I gotta watch it today. I should have watched that. Instead, I watched the other show, and I'm like, man, that first
Dude.
episode of House of Dragon was amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you've watched episode 2, and you think it's still just as good as
Yeah.
the first one? Oh, hold on. Nah, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I can't even. Nah, for sure. I need to watch this. What am I doing in my life? We're gonna end the show early so I can go watch that. You know.
I'm like, yeah, man. It's
Oh God, Danhausen so good. Oh,
Yeah.
oh God, Cat for Life says it was amazing.
Hey,
oh
dude,
no,
put it this way.
no.
You ever watch an episode of a show and you so caught up in it, an hour's up, and it could have went another hour?
And it just ends, and you're like, "What?
Yes.
That was only like 20 minutes."
Yeah.
And it ends up being an hour. That's how I felt with the last episode. That battle on the ocean. Or
Oh
whatever, I
no,
was
it's
like,
better than that.
oh my God. My life. I had 2 hours yesterday. I had you know, I can only keep her awake for so long. So we have to choose one show. Which one are we gonna watch? We chose the wrong one very clearly.
You definitely should have chose House of Dragon.
Oh,
I was
God.
like,
my mood would have been different. Brittney, I can tell you don't watch any of this dragon stuff for sure.
Nope.
Yeah, she's too busy ordering chicken tenders. Why do I trust her?
Oh,
Let's.
I'm telling you, take it from experience.
Yeah. Come on.
If you watch the first,
I'm not gonna do it.
why?
She can watch cars go in circles. I don't understand. You know what? I don't understand. She
Why?
just likes fancy cars go in circles and chicken tenders, but can't watch the greatest television show of all time. I don't understand.
It's just not my vibe. I'm sorry.
It wasn't my vibe either.
What do you mean? You think it's a Leroy's vibe? Does Leroy look like he's that's his vibe?
Brittney, I'm telling you, it wasn't my vibe. I got into it in COVID.
Here's another thing. I am not going to watch that show when everyone talks about, oh my God, it was so amazing.
Oh, she's gonna
Best
say
show
it.
ever.
She's
Blah, blah,
gonna
blah.
say it.
All for everyone to absolutely hate the way the show ended. So I'm gonna watch it just to go ahead and be disappointed at the ending. I don't think so. That doesn't sound interesting to me. No, thank you.
So
she's right.
You're talking about Game of Thrones, right?
Of course, because you kind of
Well-
have to like. I mean, I know like the stuff that's come out now is like prequels to Game of Thrones, but I feel like I should probably watch Game of Thrones if I'm gonna watch House of Dragons.
Oh, Game of Thrones
yes,
so good.
I would say this though. The thing that pissed me off about Game of Thrones was I had to watch 3 seasons of all these people toting around these stupid eggs. Right? So I'm like, listen, I want a dragon. I want him to spit some fire. When we get to that.
I mean, look.
But this is a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Like you could actually watch this without watching Game of
that's
Thrones.
what everybody keeps telling me because my friend also.
We got her. No, we got her.
No,
we got
no,
one. We
I'm
have an
not-
inside agent.
She tries to tell me about it, and she.
If you watch House of Dragons, it you would fully get it. For example, it's like it's like when you watched Star Wars. They came out with the prequels with the young Anakin, right? And the most exciting thing was watching Anakin become Darth Vader. Might have been one of the greatest scenes in cinematographic history. Yes, master.
Cinematographic? I'm not sure that's a word.
Don't think that's a word, but that's okay.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and Google that. Yeah.
Cinematographic?
Cinematographic?
Nope.
Nope.
Cinematology?
Whoa, I think you
No.
should just fire ahead, my friend. We gotta go to break anyways.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to break. Hey, we will address this when we come
No.
back. Oh, we will. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. Brittney, what you know about that song? What you know about
Absolutely nothing.
that? I didn't think so. I was like, there's no way she knows that song. Good song though. Good song. Still tipping on both O's. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I have annihilated the clock, and I will apologize for that by providing you with some headlines that are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the price detail, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. Mentioned it earlier, Marlins streak snapped. Unfortunately, 4 in a row comes to an I wouldn't say a crashing halt. It was a 2-1 loss in a series that they ended up winning and outscoring the opponent 10 runs to 3 over a 3-game course. So I'm not worried. Again, they are the hottest team in baseball. And luckily for these Miami Marlins, they have an opportunity to get back on the horse. That's a saying, right? People say that? People say that before? You've heard that before?
Yeah.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah. You know what I haven't heard before? Cinematology.
Cinematography.
Yeah.
No, that's not what you said.
Yeah,
I know. That's not what I said.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
What was it?
It's-
Cinematograph.
Oof. It was just
I
like
said
a bunch of-
cinematographic. It's cinematographic.
Cinema. Oof. Not your best work, Leroy. Not your best
I
work.
try.
Colorado Rockies today is the Marlins opponent at 8:40 p.m.
It could either be 100 degrees or 30.
Well, yeah, that's true. 8:40 though, so that was what Colorado. That's I don't even know what time that would be. 5?
6:30.
6. I can't even.
They're in Central. I mean,
Time.
Mountain time.
Time doesn't.
No,
exist.
they're only in Central, so it's 7:30 there.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. The Miami Dolphins. No crazy news in that sense, but I do have some very good news for all Dolphins fans that I will be revealing in the next segment, which is going to be a mixed bag because this is something that has plagued the Miami Dolphins since moving to what was then Joe Robbie Stadium. I want you guys to know that I have information for the Miami Dolphin fan who has been following since the logo was the logo that we like. I have good news for every Miami Dolphin fan, and we're going to address that in the next segment. In the meantime, before we get there, Leroy, I know we've done it 2 times, but again, my legs are on the line here. They will break them if I don't tell you that. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. And I hear something going on. Over there. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. What's it like outside of your window? It has gotten a little bit dark by me, a little bit
A little
dark.
cloudy. Some clouds are brewing. It looks like there's some rain. It could probably hit us later on in the day. The winds have picked up a little bit. I would say the winds are now about 15 miles an hour, but it's still hot and humid. So that part hasn't changed. You combine all those things, you probably get a passing shower. And I'm guessing if it was 92 before, it's sure as hell going to be at least 92 now.
Yeah, I agree. Let's check out the weather. I think, let's see, can we do an over-under by any chance? What are we thinking? Over or under on 92, which it was before? Currently 93. Other headlines here. The Miami Dolphins still mulling over an extension potentially for Jordyn Brooks. No updates on that other than it's essentially just been gaining momentum. And also Jordyn Brooks recently quoted as, "I've been a Jacob Rodriguez fan for quite some time, and hopefully that means our linebacking core will be good for years to come." That is directly addressing one of our YouTubers here, Courtney, who asked, what is the update for the Jordyn Brooks contract extension? You want the update? No update. That's the update. Another update we are monitoring right now is Andrew Wiggins, who has until 5 p.m. today to make a decision on whether or not he will be opting in, and what the Miami Heat do from there is, kind of what we are all determining. Will we utilize that roster space and pair him with the pairing of Bam and Giannis. Will we use him as a trade piece for LeBron James? All that remains to be seen. Norman Powell news, though, as that decision is looming, a lot of Heat fans already kind of see him as on the way out. But according to his brother, who has been responding to tweets, which, can't necessarily put too much into that, but nonetheless has been active on social media, which then again, Tyler Hero's brother was active on social media and kind of broke that Milwaukee trade before anyone. So maybe you should be paying attention to what's going on from family members' social media accounts. But not so fast, essentially, seems to be the tone coming out of the Norman Powell camp. Do you see a future, Leroy, in which the Miami Heat are able to retain Norman Powell and Andrew Wiggins?
So here's the deal. And here's why you have to understand how these things go. Andrew Wiggins is in a different spot than Norman Powell. Norman Powell has never had a big payday. Andrew Wiggins been living over $25 million for the last 7 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So he would be more inclined to work something out because he likes being here. Norman Powell want to get another big payday. I respect him for that. I'm not going to be mad at him for that. I don't you guys got to be crazy to think he ain't never had a big payday and you want him, why don't he sign a sweetheart deal for the Heat? No, you sign a sweetheart deal after you done maxed out a couple of times. Not when you ain't never had your comeuppance like all of the other players that we're talking about.
Yeah,
and
fresh
so
off of an all-star season too.
Right. So from that standpoint, and you looking and seeing that Garden Gnome just got $212 million, Trae Young.
Yeah.
So, I would like to have Norm back, but I ain't gonna hate him. I ain't gonna be bitter that he didn't choose the Heat because of where he is in his career. This is his last go-round. This is his last opportunity to get a payday. This is not like Wiggins.
Now,
I don't think Wiggins, after his third or fourth year, ain't ever made less than $30 million.
Now, there are some rumors, though, that are circulating, or at least beginning to circulate, that link the Miami Heat, and this is according to Kevin O'Connor of Yahoo Sports, to shopping Nikola Jovic, who is currently entering the first season of a 4-year.
Where they shopping him at the swap shop?
To wherever they can unload his money to save some space and potentially sign him.
I just think right now, how can I put this? I think the Heat are going too extreme the opposite way. I think you need a combination of both, where you're still developing talent and you add some veterans to kind of speed up that process, right? To get rid of all your young players means in 3 years, you're going to have a whole bunch of 40-year-olds and you're going to wonder, and no picks. So you got to kind of hang on to some of it. I think the best possible scenario in that would be to keep Jovic.
Yeah.
Even though he had a terrible season.
Hey,
you
but
ain't got no other young guy. Who's their other young guys?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone. They just got this guy I think he's out of Louisville, the 3-point shooter, apparently like the best 3-point shooter in college basketball. So I'll take that.
Yeah. But that ain't 6'10".
For sure. Yeah, they got the Keyshawn Johnsons of the world, but
that
ain't
6'10".
You're 100%. They don't have another player to match his skill set at all, his height and what he brings. And if you remember, Jaime Jaquez had a horrible sophomore season. And then bounce back this past season was damn near 20 points a game.
You want me to tell you what's crazy in professional sports?
Yeah.
I want everybody to understand this. Your rookie year is actually your second year. And let me explain why. Whatever sport you play, you come out of college, you go right into football. You're doing football, you're doing camps, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that. Soon as you get ready for the combine in football, basketball, you're playing basketball, you're doing training right out of college. After that first year is when you get that substantial time off, where you get to vacation, where you get to settle your feet in, get a place to live, do all these things. And so your mind, while concentrating on basketball, is taken away by all the other things you finally get an opportunity to do, because the last 3 or 4 years of your life have been hectic as far as your sport. And so sometimes that's the year that looks like the rookie year, because now you've had substantial time to do all those things everybody think you're doing before your rookie year. And that's why they call it sophomore slump. Technically, it really isn't. Technically, it's your first off season to be free that you've had in years. And so sometimes that catches up to guys. But for us to say sophomore slump, or us to say, oh, he really fell off since his rookie year, I mean, like, the second year is where you kind of get into the mold or start figuring out what my schedule is going to be like for the future. What's my off-season training going to be? When I'm going to be able to take vacations? What responsibilities I'm going to have? But it's all going to be centered around basketball. It's not going to be centered around all the things that you had to do when you're in college or your first year in the NBA or the NFL or whatever. So that's where Jovic was. Jovic probably went home. He played a Euro basketball. He got to ball out, and he kind of lost track of what his responsibilities were here. Came back, might have been feeling good about what he did. Maybe thought he was going to get some opportunities. Got banged up a little bit. That didn't help, right? So I would say the going from after year one or year two, right? After year two, that is like where you really start setting the tone for your career, because you know what an offseason being rushed is going to be like coming out of high school or whatever, or college. And then you know what your offseason is going to look like after that first year. So now you can develop a plan, a training staff, or whatever, so that you can have some consistency in the future. And I'm more than sure you'll see this turn around.
We will continue to monitor as 5 o'clock looms whether or not Andrew Wiggins will opt in or any other moves made with the Miami Heat roster. All eyes open right here. Keep it locked in. And again, if you heard me before, I know you're anticipating it. If you didn't, here's your chance. If you have been a Miami Dolphin fan since the days of Dan Marino, I have excellent news for you. The best news you can possibly ask for. And that's next right here on the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. This is how we do. Again, another song, Brittney. Do you even? No, you know that one. That one's
No,
popular.
please.
That one's popular for sure. That other one though, no way, no chance.
Tobin
I did know
sent me something that had me celebrating in the streets.
Yes, indeed. He mentioned it via text, and we briefly discussed earlier. Shams' bomb dropped, in which Draymond Green declined his option with the Warriors, and Shams then tweeted that this was to give the Warriors more flexibility in pursuit of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. The next step in that process, of course, would be acquiring Anthony Davis from the Wizards via a trade for former Miami Heat pain in the ass, but also legend, Jimmy Butler. And according to Tobin, if this were to happen, Leroy immediately would respond with the following, and I can't even do it because it's too bright.
The glare.
The
Oh,
glare.
you don't need a picture. I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, you can give us actually the real life in person. Yeah. Look, the things are heating up out there. The rumors are heating up. Also, Shams had reported that the Clippers and Raptors are in trade talks for Kawhi to make a return to Toronto. So a lot of news swirling. Not a lot of news swirling this morning.
Am I the only one that finds this kind of crazy that we're doing this with all guys who are over 35 years old and everybody's getting excited about it?
Yeah, you know what? I am surprised, because if you were to take the names off of these people, I'd be like, what the hell are we doing? But because you're saying these names, I'm like, I'm interested.
Me and Tobin have this argument all the time.
Yeah.
As a responsible organization, it's my job to bring in players based on what I think they will do and not what they have done.
Yeah, that's hard.
And we always talk about what they have done and not what we think they can do. Now, for the Miami Heat, Kawhi Leonard makes no sense whatsoever.
Kawhi Leonard always makes sense, Leroy. Let's not get crazy now.
Let me tell you why. Didn't
we find out he's like 30? Today's his birthday.
He's 35.
So the thing about Kawhi is that if you sign up Kawhi for winning 2 championships and doing all these things, right?
Yeah.
Then why get rid of Tyler Hero?
Why get rid of Tyler Hero? Oh yeah, because you're still looking at the future, is what you're saying.
The reason why we got rid of Tyler Hero is because he's never available. So we're gonna sign another person that's the same
never
way.
Available.
You don't have any idea what you're gonna get out of Kawhi. None.
Correct. I mean, for the number that Kawhi demands, as right now, no.
At this point.
Oh, on the cheap skis, I'll take Kawhi on the cheap skis.
Okay.
I mean, it's not gonna happen.
Let me right. Like, let's be realistic.
It'll never happen. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
He'd rather not play basketball.
You understand why when I hear some of these names, I'm like, we had that guy.
Yeah, for sure. We've had many iterations of the player who gets injured a lot.
So, at what point are we going to look at all these moves and be able to make a legitimate, guess of what we think these guys are going to contribute? Because there's certain names that you've mentioned that you have no idea. You're just signing him because he's that guy, not because of what he could do. And Kawhi's one of those guys. I mean, there was a stretch last year where Kawhi was the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good week.
Right, but to see what I'm saying, that's my point. So, like, and if you were a team that was always healthy,
yeah,
I can understand taking that flyer. But after what you've been through the last 3 years with all the injuries and the guys not available, why would you sign up for that again?
Well, keep our eyes open, see what happens there, see what happens with Golden State. What's interesting as we get into this mixed bag here is Jimmy Butler's potential transfer to Washington, which would mean, of course, new home, New Jersey. But what's interesting is a video just released now of newly drafted rookie for the Golden State Warriors attempting to get that jersey up off of Jimmy Butler. Here's the exchange that they had.
Yeah,
You can't afford that, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll take out a loan.
Zero shot. Just wear number like 01 or something, man, and then say it's your number backwards.
Yep.
No, I got 25 because I wore that at JUCO.
Oh, JUCO product. Okay.
Yeah.
For 25 million, you can have my number then.
25 million.
It's gonna be for the free in a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, if he just remains patient, maybe this rookie knows something that we don't. But if he just remains patient, he has an opportunity to go ahead and steal that thing.
That's part of the thing, though. You know what I mean? Part of it is that, you know, say what you want, Jimmy's number 10. That's what he's always been. Right? And he made that number.
He was like 20 something.
And 22 and
he was 22 here. He was 23 in Minnesota. He was 22. Yeah, 22 to me is like that's Jimmy Butler.
So then why is he sweating?
I was like, what does 10 mean to you that you can't give this poor kid his number?
I didn't, you know what's crazy? I had that same situation when I got to Minnesota. Think about this. From the time I was a kid to the time I got to the Minnesota Vikings, I had only worn one number in my life, 33. Got a tattoo on my arm that says 33.
Me too.
Right? And when I got to Minnesota, my boy, Harold said, you want to work something out for this number? I'm like, that's your number. Like, I ain't gonna put on that number and people say that's the special teams guy. Right?
Okay. So, but like what would be the number you'd be willing to pay?
Nothing.
Okay. So that's just you personally, nothing. Now, okay, but you've heard of that before. What do you think is an acceptable rate for
I think that it has to do with the players, right? Like sometimes a veteran will just come in and throw some money at it when he could have just asked.
Heard. Yeah.
Right. Like, but he come in offering money first.
Yeah.
It depends on who you got to get the number from. So for example, if me and D Wade wore the same number, why even try? Right? So that's D Wade's number. So you got to know who you're dealing with. When I came to Minnesota, that was Harold's rookie year. So I could have, like, if I wanted to be that guy, I could have just told him that's my number. Right? But I believe
Jared versus him.
But I had a chance to wear Chuck Foreman's number. And he was an idol growing up, the spin doctor, right? So I was like, cool, I'll wear that. Never even considered going to another man asking him for a number. The player make the number don't make the player.
Yeah, well, tell that to Jared Verse and Dylan Gabriel. Which, by the way, Dylan Gabriel switched to number 6.
But he's Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like if I played on a team, right? And Walter Payton came in, right? He wanted the number. I give it to him. I don't care what my status was. But I do have a feeling that if he came to the team and saw that I had made my mark with that number, he wouldn't ask for it. You see what I mean? So it's like you got to feel that situation out.
Well, real quick, some breaking news out of the NBA. Miami
Jimmy Butler's heading east?
Not yet. Miami Heat forward Andrew Wiggins is opting in to his $30.2 million player option
Oh,
for the
okay.
2026-27 season. Sources told
So
Clutch
now he's gonna
Sports.
get traded.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because then they would have opted out and then restructured and re-signed them, kind of thing. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
they just didn't work. They couldn't work something out. You know,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
maybe they said 3 years, 20 million, and he said, "No, I want 3 years, 25, or 3 years, 30." Like, there's a lot of reasons why it don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see him here, right?
Well, I mean, we'll see. I don't know what the other options are, so I can't confirm or deny that yet. I will say, I am going to save the Miami Dolphins story for the next segment, and I will end this mixed bag with a call for action. I need any police that may be listening to make your way to wherever the hell this monument is. Lionel Messi. Oh, Patagonia is where it is. Argentina unveils a giant Lionel Messi statue in Patagonia, which is not necessarily the most flattering. It is huge, though. It is absolutely huge, as you can see from the person standing next to it. Yeah, we got an aerial view of just how massive this statue is for sure.
It's that thing looks. Look at the little people,
bro. This thing is massive. This thing is massive, but really, everyone is up in arms about one specific angle.
Oh, what are we doing?
What are we doing
I don't
here?
understand how you could do that.
That's real.
Yes, it
that
is very, very real.
What are we doing here, guys? I mean, hey, listen.
Because I had already thought something's got to be up because he on his knees like that.
What are we doing here, guys? Come on. What are we? Did no
And
one
look
look
how
at it
big
from
the
the
body
surface?
is.
Hey,
look up at that arm and look how little that hand is.
Hey,
boy, they got a Timu statue.
Hey, listen, this is made of styrofoam. I'm not sure what's going on here. The ears are very pointy. This may be an elf. This is a very, very interesting piece of art here, and I would like anyone responsible for it to be immediately locked up, because what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Yeah, not my goat. Not my goat here. That is just what a sight. What a sight indeed.
Do people think these things out?
Apparently not, dude.
At no point in time does somebody say, "Hey, boss, I can draw this, but it's gonna look like, you know."
Not great.
Isn't that a conversation that needed to be had?
Yeah, I think it should have. And unfortunately it wasn't. But have no fear, the conversations will continue here. We'll take a quick break and come back with the greatest Dolphins news in over 50 years right here on the Tobin and Leroy Show. Oh, don't wave at each other. Guys, just look at us. We're the girls of WQAM. Look at us.
You have a problem with that?
Yeah.
What's your problem?
You know what? Welcome back to Tobin and Leroy's show. Yes, it is that time in which our girl Figgy is here. Hello, Figgy.
Hello.
Cool it, cowboy.
Cool it, cowboy.
You know what this should say? I will crop your ass in a heartbeat.
That's in the back, actually.
Oh, is that?
Let's see real quick.
I will crop here in a heartbeat. Yep. Says it right there.
Heartbeat.
Not even a heartbeat.
No.
Well, I got some news that is going to make your heart beat at 1,000 miles per hour. But I would like to first take some time in a time machine to go back to April 17th. Do you guys remember what you were doing on April 17th?
Getting ready for my birthday.
Look at that. Brittney, what were you doing? Getting ready for Figgy's birthday as well? I think we all were. Getting ready. I think all of us were doing that. Yeah.
Of course.
Also at that time, WWE comedy character Danhausen made an appearance on I'm sorry, I forgot First Take's name for a second, to curse Stephen A. Smith right before the start of the NBA playoffs. You know, Stephen A. is a Knicks fan, right? Now, continue on to late April. The Knicks unexpectedly fall behind 2-1 in the first round of the playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks. A fan purchased a cameo video to pay Danhausen to lift the curse on the Knicks and transfer it directly to their opponents. We fast forward to every game after that, and the only game they lost following that was the one game in the NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs, and went on a historic run in regards to point differential, offensive efficiency, the craziest comeback in NBA Finals history. Arguably, you know, it's hard for me to say because, you know, it's a Knicks game, but maybe the greatest game in NBA Finals history. Who knows? But nonetheless, I say all this to say the power of Danhausen is strong and real, which is why when I present to you this next video, this may be the most important news any Dolphins fan has heard since the curse of the Miami Dolphins occurred at Joe Robbie Stadium, built on that Indian burial ground.
Oh, Danhausen, you're very nice, very evil, very famous, etc., His catchphrase, so on and so forth. Something. Love that Danhausen, WWE superstar, legend, Hall of Famer, champion of the world. Alright, to Miami Dolphin fan housings from Mike, the Dolphin Talks something host, maybe? Alright, I don't know. Who knows? It's a podcast of some sort. Miami Dolphins haven't won Super Bowl since 1973. Playoff game in over 25 years. Built Hard Rock Stadium. Alright, people believe they're cursed. Alright, so I have to do this. I'm cursing. Oh my god. Alright. I'm cursing these sports teams. I have no clue who's who. So, Miami Dolphins, Dan Marino, you are uncursed.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is done. Ladies and gentlemen, it is done. We are uncursed. You heard it here from the man himself. That, guys, no -1. I saw that video. No -1. There's no -1 allowed.
Don't you have to know who somebody or something is before you uncurse them or curse them?
-1.
Guys,
he has no idea who the Miami Dolphins are, and he's lifting a curse?
The New York Knicks just won the championship.
Did he know who the New York Knicks were?
No, he just hated Stephen A. Smith. And he knows. He said Dan Marino's name. He knows who the Dolphins are.
I feel like my time was wasted.
Yep.
Guys,
I agree.
New York Knicks made it to the championship behind this man's cursing and then uncursing. You don't think he has any power?
No.
So you think the Knicks won based off of talent, grit, hard work, and potentially a lifetime of dedication? That's what you're telling me?
It seems Seems as though yes.
Ridiculous, dude. It was a curse, and uncursing. That is the only way a ridiculous franchise like that could ever win a championship and be somewhat respectable in anybody's eyes. Do you see what's going on in New York right now? Great things are happening in New York. That can only mean one thing: wizardry. Guys, the curse has been lifted. I feel like you guys should be happier that the curse has been lifted. Like, do you understand that the Indian burial ground that the Hard Rock Stadium was built on, which, by the way, only found success as a venue when we honored it by changing the name to a casino, because, prior to that, nothing that we can possibly say is lifted the curse. We've had 20-something quarterbacks. We've had, 25 years without a playoff? We have the longest streak in sports currently going, and the only person to bring the New York Knicks to what else does he have to do? What else does he have to do? Does he have to bring the Jets to proficiency as well for you to believe him? Does he have to, what other team? The Browns? Does he have to bring the Browns to a Super Bowl in order for you to believe he has power? What's it going to take?
I mean, the Browns have never won a Super Bowl.
I mean, the Knicks say they won a Super Bowl, but I'm sorry, a championship prior to this year. I didn't witness it. Leroy didn't witness it, so I can't confirm.
I was there.
No one could confirm or deny whether or not Leroy witnessed it. If only we had a chance to talk to him. But if you guys could potentially take a step back from the messenger and look at the message, this is arguably the biggest profit since Nostradamus.
I have to see it to believe it. And the Dolphins aren't winning a Super Bowl this year.
Now let's go back a year ago. If I told you the New York Knicks were going to win the championship, have the greatest NBA Finals game, and have arguably the best playoff performance of all time.
The beginning of this year?
Beginning of the 2025-26 season.
Okay.
Would you believe that?
I wouldn't have been shocked, no?
I don't like your optimism.
It's not about optimism. It's about
you think
fact.
You're so mature. I know you eat chicken nuggets. I will not take this maturity out of nowhere. This is a great day for the Miami Dolphins fan, and I will not allow you to ruin it. Leroy is so beside himself. He just can't even muster up the words of without crying. And I understand, Leroy. I completely understand. I feel the same way.
Like, the Cleveland Browns have a win sooner than the Dolphins, but I feel a lot worse.
It's just the show is too. It's
just that we make up stuff to make up reasons to be miserable. Like, we haven't won a playoff game in 25 years. The Browns have. You feel better about them?
No, but now we have.
But no, there's no but.
We got mythical creatures involved now. This guy's a mythical creature. Look, I understand this is going to be. I bring up the UFO conversation. Nobody bats, and they're releasing files now. I'd
rather you talk about UFOs than this video.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate for sure. This is unfortunate for sure. But hey, when next year you understand that all these crazy things start to happen in our favor, don't think halfly. It's not Stephen Ross. It is Danhausen. Final hour of the show when we come back. What back, ladies and gentlemen? We got an action-packed final hour of the Tobin and Leroy show here. The news is flying off the shelves, and I'll start with the biggest story. Drake did a party this weekend. Okay, I'm kidding.
That's not the biggest story.
I'm sorry. Andrew Wiggins opts into his contract with the Miami Heat, and now since then we have had some more updates. He reaches a 3-year, $64 million deal and intends to stay with the Miami Heat as that third piece there. Leroy, you immediately, when we discussed Wiggins picking up his option, thought this meant that he was gone, that this would result in a trade.
No, I didn't. This is where I went wrong. I don't know what the cap is. I don't know if they still can split that money over some years and it gives them cap relief, or it's just what it is for this year. I thought that if he signed an extension, he would opt out. But he signed the extension and opted in, which is like crazy. It's like I thought one or the other would happen. So that's kind of where I went a little off on what I thought could happen. So that's why I would have guessed when he opted in that, okay, that's what the Heat do. The Heat trade guys that are on the last year of their deal. So does that mean Andrew Wiggins is going to get traded because he doesn't have? But then, boom, they signed him for an extension. So I'm just glad he's going to be here.
Well, we have more and more ideas as how the roster is going to shape out with this move. Now, essentially, the eyes are on Norman Powell. And
I would guess, I don't know, because here's the
I can't
deal.
trust you anymore, Leroy.
No, but the reality of it is that almost sounds like a Norm contract. 3 years, 64.
So are you saying that because they signed that they don't have the money left over?
I mean, you can always make money or try to make it show up some kind of way. I would guess that they don't want to offer him that much. So I don't know.
Well, Tim Reynolds is reporting, like you had mentioned, that this is one of those deals where it looks like it'll be $30 million year one, number decreases in years 2 and 3.
Right.
Now, Dade South it's strange to use him as a report. Dade South reports $30 million this season, 17 next year. So, I'm not sure how that affects the cap, how that allows us to work some things for next year. Because I feel like if he's only accounting for 17 million next year, that feel like that can completely open things up for us, especially since we don't have the draft picks that we had. Barry Jackson says he can use 12. Well, Dade South says that Barry Jackson says, which I trust Dade South at this point.
Yeah.
And if he's wrong, I've been more wrong on everything else. So I don't care. I'm just going to read it verbatim. He can use about 12 million of its 15 million mid-level exception this season and remain under the 209 million hard cap. Presuming the other players that they sign are on minimum deals, Wiggins' 3-year, $64 million deal includes an opt-out for the 28-29 season. And there's potential that Drew Smith could get cut and Klay Thompson will never be allowed in the building. That's strange. Why did they put that into Wiggins' contract? I'm not sure why they would put that into his contract. Yeah, so that is what we had all been waiting for in regards to the Miami Heat and Andrew Wiggins. He had a 5 p.m. deadline, and here we are, 1:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the decision has been made. Andrew Wiggins is a part of the Miami Heat future and the cornerstone for the building process. Seems like it'll revolve around Giannis, Bam, and Andrew Wiggins, which, the trios that I have been giving you in the past maybe included Bam, Tyler, Jimmy, Goran, Bam, some sort of combination that involved Bam and other pieces, but never as strong or solidified as the three that we are looking at right now.
Right.
Giannis, Bam, Andrew Wiggins. That's it. Constantly we're like, what do the Miami Heat need? We need that guy who, when it's, time to take the shot, it's going to be him. We try to force that upon Bam. We try to force that upon Tyler. Now we have that guy. And then it's a consistency. Every night it's 4 different guys plus Bam. And who the hell is it going to be tonight? And now that consistency is established with these are your guys. Obviously, injuries are going to have the last word and whatever the hell happens. Nothing you can do to avoid that. But the consistency that the Miami Heat fan had clamored for is here. It's definitely here. And if there's anything Miami can do, is develop the hell out of an undrafted or a role player of some sort. So now that you have your 3 main pieces in place, future's looking bright in South Florida.
Well, now you just add a couple of pieces, a couple of shooters.
Get rid of Drew Smith. By the way,
your team got substantially better defensively. How's that?
These headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. We mentioned Marlins back in action today, hottest team in baseball. We got some World Cup action as well, but biggest story, of course, in South Florida was monitoring this right here. And again, if you're just tuning in, breaking news, Andrew Wiggins is not only opted into his $30 million contract with the Miami Heat, he has signed an extension, $64 million, 3 years, as reported by Dade South and no one else. You heard it here first. Dade South reported it. Brittney, first thoughts that come to your mind when you hear Andrew Wiggins, the big 3 of Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Size. And I'm happy about that. I think it spreads the floor a lot. I'm happy that Wiggins comes back.
It's a good one.
So, I mean, yeah, it is just the truth.
That is, hey, that's one that I even kind of forgot because, I'm so focused on the departure of Kel'el Ware and what I thought was going to be the cornerstone of our interior defense and our I loved Kel'el Ware and thought, this guy's going to be a Miami Heat player for a long time. Obviously, business happens, but yeah, you're right. With the solidifying of this Andrew Wiggins, now you got length and size, and that's, you can probably still bolster it a little bit more, but that's an excellent word. What about you, Figgy? First thoughts now that you hear Miami Heat big 3 of Andrew Wiggins, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bam Adebayo.
I mean, I'm happy, and especially being Leroy's spirit. I know he's really happy too.
This is your guy. This is your guy here.
That's my guy. That's my guy. He has the personality of a grapefruit, but that's okay.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
He does. He really is.
Why do you have
Let's not
to
do that to him.
He's a quiet dude.
That doesn't mean anything.
Is he sour? You're calling him a sour guy?
I just say he gets nothing. He doesn't do anything.
He's a citrus. You called him a citrus.
Yeah, I did.
Right. Well, yeah.
I didn't see this going that way.
You can't deny though that
wait a minute.
Appreciation of him though.
Everybody knows he's one of my favorite players. So
you called him a citrus. I thought you were going to say other things.
I'm excited he's on the team. I want to
call him a grapefruit.
Dude, it hurts. It hurts me as an athlete. It hurts me as a fan to see this man score 20 points in the first quarter and then no shoot to the end of a game. Right? That hurts.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a grapefruit, but I did have some interactions with the players at Heat Media Day, and he did give me a look like it just was like he was not for my shenanigans at all. Kel'el Ware and I had a 3-point. Well, and I get that, and I appreciate that.
He means business, and it's like some people have that.
I know. I'm not. Listen.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Maybe I didn't trust you.
I like him as a player.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just saying, I don't know. Like, I mean, man.
I even did like you know the little basketball hoop that I had, right? I'm doing a shooting contest. Kalel where misses, me and him, you know, go back and forth making some shots. I do the same thing. I introduce it to Andrew Wiggins as he walks in. He shoots the ball, misses, doesn't look again, doesn't care. Just completely locked in on. Let me just get
you're
this. and
trying
get
to
out of here.
embarrass him.
I wasn't embarrassed.
Kalel Ware is like 21 years old, and Andrew Wiggins is a grown man.
Andrew Wiggins.
How old is Andrew
wait,
Wiggins?
Andrew
He's
Wiggins.
31.
Oh my God.
Andrew Wiggins carries himself
Like
like
us.
I ain't got time for you kids.
He's old like Figgy. Jeez.
Like you too, sir?
What?
Like you too, sir?
What?
Wait a minute.
No.
If anybody gonna be talking about old,
Yeah.
it ain't none of y'all.
That's Gary Busey.
Hell, I could add two of y'all together and y'all don't add up to my age.
Let's see. Brittney's 17. So if you
Leroy,
were
I
to-
think you're wrong with the math department here, sir.
Brittany's
am not-
25,
I'm 26.
26,
26.
and you're 32.
No.
Mm,
Well, maybe Marcos
58.
is 32.
How old are you, Marcos?
Yeah, I'm 32.
How
wait,
how many years is
58.
that?
58.
No, I thought you were saying me and Marcos.
No, I said two of you. I didn't say the two of you.
Oh, well, you know what?
I
You
said
need to be
two of
very
you.
specific
Did I
because
not?
I'm 33.
Apologize.
No.
Listen.
Oh, nothing today, damn it.
You
Wow.
should
My
have
math
been
is
specific because
nothing
if you
today.
add two of us, it's over.
Guys, look,
26
what?
and 32.
Oh, Mike, what are we doing here, Mike? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Wait, Jennifer,
Talking about
what's,
Andrew Wiggins, okay?
Yeah,
No.
yes. Can we get back to Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, Leroy.
yeah, he's like one of my favorite players. I just
Well,
like
call
No,
him
let's
great
talk about
bro.
his game, not about the fact that he has a
I
personality.
am talking about his game.
You know what?
I don't know Andrew Wiggins personally
He's a great guy.
Then why did you make statements about the man's personality?
because
called
I'm
him a
only
great
looking
player.
at his basketball
Maybe he's
personality.
shy.
That's
Maybe
it.
he
That's all I
reserves his
got.
personality for the people who know him well.
That's
You
all
know-
I got.
I agree, Leroy. I agree that he is a grapefruit. You know why? Because he's not as talked about as the strawberries or the bananas of the world, but he is
A
good.
banana's not citrus, you idiot.
I'm not okay. Neither is a strawberry, but I'm just saying it's not one of the
But wait,
popular
you-
fruits.
Wait, then you the first
Actually,
one that
it's
said
very
you call him a
White
widely
citrus.
eye
hated
fruit
fruit.
videos.
Wait,
It's
you
a
said
widely hated fruit.
no?
I would say-
I wouldn't say
Yes,
hated.
it
What's a widely hated fruit?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit?
No, it's not.
Yes, it
I had
is.
some grapefruit this morning.
Well,
Mm.
That's
The
that's
old love
you.
grapefruit.
You know that? No,
You're like the only
on.
person in the world that likes
no,
grapefruit.
Yeah,
no,
that was messed up. No,
No.
that was messed up.
no.
Did you say?
Look at me.
She said the old love.
Look at me.
grapefruit.
Jennifer,
She's
Look
hiding her
into the
eyes.
screen.
She's hiding them.
It's a shame.
Shame.
How you think you gonna just sneak that one by?
She did say that. I did hear that. It's like my conscience was
She
speaking.
kind of said it quietly.
The old
Yeah.
love grapefruit. Yeah, I would like.
ass who
No.
likes grapefruit.
Yeah.
Old,
I
do you
don't like. Wait. I don't like grapefruit by itself. What I do like is a good citrus salad.
Okay.
You know
This
what?
Leroy,
You're
that
not
is
helping
the
your case, buddy.
fourth poor food take you've had on this show alone.
No, what are you
Just
talking about?
I had enough. I've had enough.
Grapefruit is only bad when you eat the bitter part. But if you just eat the
The whole thing is bitter.
no, it's not.
Hmm.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Hmm.
You're an amateur fruit eater. It's not.
Okay.
You know what's
okay, now
crazy?
he's-
He goes through life saying he don't eat any of that, and now all of a sudden,
now he's a-
When
now
did I
he's a
say I don't eat
professional-
grapefruit?
all of a sudden,
He's a
we are
professional
amateurs.
grapefruit. What is the median age of
But
grapefruit
listen,
eaters?
I also say I don't watch shows without electricity.
Yeah, it's true.
So you're a hypocrite, is what I'm hearing.
No, I started because of COVID.
All right, let's see.
Watch
Grapefruit
all the
age.
Game of Thrones in 2 weeks. All of
Median
it.
age of grapefruit eaters. That is what we have breaking
56.
news, by the way. Andrew Wiggins is just sign an extension with our local team, and we are looking up the median age of grapefruit eaters. I'm gonna be fired. This is it. This is my last show, guys. For sure, this is my last show. If Tobin was listening to this show, he is rolling over in his
He's disappointed in all of you.
in his peanut kayak of some sort. He is
You too.
angry. Before we take a quick break and continue to unpack this breaking news, I want to get our final. My legs remain one more day. My legs remain as I will bring you your final weather reports, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Helping homeowners stay safe this storm season, visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. Final weather reports of the day for us here. Leroy, what do you got for me? Looking nice outside.
Clouding up though. I can see it off in the distance. It looks like it is clouding up. The winds are about 10 to 15 miles an hour coming out of the east. I would expect some type of passing shower in the evening. Some of these evenings has been pretty heavy, so be careful out there. And right now, I'm going to say it is about 95 degrees.
They got it at 91 with winds at 5 miles per hour coming out of the east, just like you said. I seen well, obviously you're right, Leroy. You can never trust it, but it says that we won't be receiving any showers until tomorrow. But I can't trust any of these things.
No.
You know what you can do? You can trust this show to bring you the #1 report on grapefruit eaters in South Florida. That and more Miami Heat news when we come back on the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tobin and Leroy show. We are here live on a Monday, although Tobin is out, potentially getting the scoop on whatever the heck is going on in the NBA world. But have no fear, we have Leroy, Brittney, and JFig here. As we discussed in the last segment there, it is official. It is official indeed. Andrew Wiggins is the final piece of the big three in Miami here. He opts into a $30 million deal and then signs a extension for 3 years, $64 million extension. We have an idea of what it is going to be looking like down here in South Florida. There are a couple other things that are going on around the NBA. Of course, the Golden State Warriors making their push for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That could involve Jimmy Butler making his way to Washington. Zach LaVine's extension or option being picked up in Sacramento. The Clippers and the Raptors and trade talks at the moment. A lot of things going on. A lot of things. I know it's just a random ass boring Monday, but hey,
this is
we got
a lot of opt-ins, opt-outs.
Yeah, for sure. It is. We still have our eye on a few. I thought we were going to be discussing like Tim Hardaway Jr. and Cam Johnson and stuff like that.
Again, what I would say is that everybody looks at the needs of this Heat team and then looks at the options out there. So that's how those names are mentioned. It doesn't mean that the Heat are gonna sign those guys, but they're just looking at what would fit, right? Yeah. A lot of those guys had to do with Wiggins. Now the Wiggins thing is tied up. I don't know if they bring in a guy like Cam Johnson, right?
Yeah, true.
So that's kind of how that goes. Now I guess it'll go to, what's Norm gonna do? I look at it from my perspective. If I've never had one of those big signing days, 3 for 30, 3 for 40 or something like that, and I could get it, the Heat understand, right? You got to do what you got to do, right? If he realizes he's not going to get that, and then he comes to the Heat and says, this is what I'm getting offered. And then they could say, well, let's work something out. But first go get your money, especially him, right? This is his first year that he's been able to go out and command big money.
Yeah, now it would be increasingly harder to re-sign Norman Powell without, of course, moving on from Nikola Jovic.
Right. I think you got to keep some youth on your team.
Yeah, I mean, we got Pella Larson, right?
No, but he ain't 6'10".
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Right?
Yep.
A 6'10" that could shoot, which would be something that would work well with Giannis. Right?
Yeah.
So you can interchange, same thing with Bam. Interchange Bam, have them move around, create mismatches with who's guarding who. You can attack the rim, kick it out to a three. Bam can shoot the three. Wiggins can shoot the three. Jovic can shoot the three. Right? So, it's a good fit. Like, now it's just a matter of they've gotten substantially better on defense. So from that standpoint, it's just a matter of who you can get and what it's going to look like, when basketball starts.
Well, if Norman Powell and the Heat do not agree to an extension by Tuesday, the All-Star guard will officially become an unrestricted free agent on July 1st. But not to
you mean in 2 days?
Yeah, essentially in 2 days. Yeah, Wednesday. Right?
Like, you made it sound like it was next week.
Well, you made cinema sound like a crazy word earlier, so I don't want to hear anything from you. Okay.
By the way, just want to report that Japan has scored against Brazil, so it is 1-0.
Oh,
if Japan beats Brazil, yikes.
Yep.
That's just a different type of soccer vibe.
I'm actually going for Japan in this. I'm Brazil.
I like the vibes. Brazil brings vibes to.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Until I made it to Hard Rock Stadium and I realized the truth, which I'll tell you when we give out our all right and no nos in the next segment. You know what? I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm supposed to read this again, but I'm scared of my legs being broken. So, what Brittney just said was an update on the World Football Scoreboard. The World Football Scoreboard is brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra Spicy Margaritas made with Casamigos and unrivaled views. All tournament long, Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. What is it? First half, I'm assuming, of the game?
They're 34 minutes in.
34 minutes in, we got that game going on. We also have today Germany versus the made-up country of Paraguay. Anyone? Has anyone come forward since I issued a challenge 4 hours ago to come from this made-up country?
I even
I've
looked
actually gone before.
You looked it up, Brittney, and what? You found out it wasn't real?
Did you just ignore me that I said I've gone?
She's been to
No, that
Paraguay.
doesn't exist. That's a fake thing. That doesn't
Why
exist.
are you dismissing me?
No, Brittney, so you looked it up and it doesn't exist?
I went 2013.
Okay, where did you go? What was the name of the city?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's great. Hey, listen, I am so glad I asked that question.
You know, I don't like giving out my location on air.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
She is very secretive about that.
I
What are you doing this weekend?
There's
What are
crazy
you doing
people
this
out there.
weekend, Jennifer?
People out
She
there, you
goes,
never know. You never know where they want to show up.
Yeah, she flew into Porqueria airport, if I'm not mistaken. That is right there next to Paraguay.
Marcos.
Hey, I played in that golf tournament, and a guy came up to me. He said he listens to the show, as he was watching his son. So he said hi. I was like, cool.
Oh, nice.
Played like crap.
Oh, okay. Now he's not watching. Now he's a Hawk and Crowder guy. Great. We lost him. We'll never see him again. We're gonna take a break.
You know what sucks about golf is like I play in the morning with my friends. We tee off at like 7 o'clock. We're done at 10:30. I'm home by 11:15. Right? The whole day in front of me. When you play in these tournaments, you tee off at 8. It takes 4.5 hours, right? And you get home at like 2, and you're exhausted.
Yeah, can't do it. And it gets hot around that time too, Leroy.
I had to bring orange slices.
Al Macco, welcome to the show. Did we lock in Wiggs? Yes. He says, I see he signed for 3 years for $64 million. You are correct. You can go ahead and use the Odyssey app and watch us on YouTube.
So that's 3 additional years, correct?
That is
because
the opt out is into because he said that the
opt out is this year. So he opted in. So he gets 30 million this year, and then the following 3 years he gets 3 for 64.
I like that. That sounds good to me.
So technically he's here for 4 years if they don't do anything. Correct?
Wow. That sounds right to me, Leroy. That sounds right to me. Third season, player option. He has a player option in the third season, so we'll see.
Okay, so it's right.
Yeah, man. You know the vibes here. They're high. We keep signing. We keep on signing them down here in South Florida, baby. So keep it locked into WQAM all season long because that's the official home of the Heat. All right. So that's, if you like that, we're also the official home of the Panthers. We're the official home of the Marlins, and we are the official home of this commercial break. As we will return with All Right, Oh No on the Tobin Leroy Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tobin and Leroy Show, the final segment of the Tobin and Leroy Show today. Tobin out for at least the next 2 days. I will be covering for our boy, and then I think there's some sort of best of or something like that happening later on this week. I'm not sure. It's none of my business. That's none of my business. But what is my business is one of my favorite segments here on the Tobin Leroy Show, and that is All Right. Oh no, where we list our best and worst parts from the weekend that was. Leroy, would you like to start things off?
Sure. All right goes to the U.S. Soccer team. It's been fun watching them get off to these quick starts.
Yeah,
soccer is a very slow sport for me, and the U.S. been getting after it. I don't know how far they could go, but they seem like one of the better teams up to date now. A lot of these teams do what they got to do to get by, then they crank it up because they're used to being in the knockout stages. That's not the U.S., so it'll be interesting to see how they play on Wednesday. My oh no is going to definitely go to Chris Johnson. That's some sad news to a guy that you watched that was just electric on a football field and now can't even talk, right? It's sad. It's sad, and I wish, the best for him and his family. Personally, I don't even know personally, but it's like one of those things that if you played in the sport, if somebody mentions a name, you know it. You've heard of him or whatever. So all your prayers go up, out to him, and I hope that it's one of those rare diseases we have not found a cure for.
Yeah, definitely prayers up for him. Figgy, do you want to go next with your all right or all no by any chance?
Sure. My all right goes to all of us being together on this lovely Monday.
Oh, so sweet. So sweet.
You know what that is? That's what you say when you couldn't think of that because you didn't know that Marcos was going to ask you to go next.
Okay. All right.
And my oh no was that BS that I just thought of about my all right.
I thought potentially she was just grateful to have us on this Monday, Leroy. You don't think?
Look at how red she is.
Listen, anytime Marcos is in the building, we love that.
Yes. That's it. I thought, hey, listen, that was good enough for me. I'm so egotistical. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. You could totally, a compliment or anything of sort, that'll totally distract me. All right, so
I'm telling you.
So who's your oh no? Is
we
it
got Marcos? We got
Messi
Brittney.
statue?
You know what? That was my oh no because you took this from me. I was going to talk about this tomorrow.
Why don't we think about these statues?
Yeah.
No, seriously, no, hold on. Give me 1 second because I literally have things to say about this statue. Number one, did it really need to be 80 feet tall?
Yeah, that was
5 feet tall. That's crazy. And also very not proportionate whatsoever. It's a big body,
a little
small head, and the world's most terribly placed trophy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I just
Who
tell
thinks this through?
What do you think you're gonna get from Temu?
But damn, 85
and mind you,
feet?
that 10 is almost on the right side of his back. It's not even centered.
Right.
Yeah, Messi is being messy right now.
Oh, but they're trying to make it like a real shirt. That's why.
Why were they
No, it's still not.
Why
right.
is that it just
It also doesn't even really look like him.
It doesn't look like him. And he looks a lot happier than him, too.
And why doesn't he have any shorts on?
Why don't you have any shorts on, sir?
Cheeks out, baby.
Well, because he got the trophy.
Did they run out of paint?
He got no shorts on because he got that trophy between his legs.
Oh, he's got that trophy.
I need someone to explain this to me.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on here.
So bad.
It's terrible.
Brittney, do you have an all right or oh no?
I don't really have an all right. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, so you know why? Because she was gonna say, all of us just being here together.
I just love all of us being here together. On
I
this
would have
beautiful
accepted that. I
Monday.
would have
Yes.
accepted it twice.
But my oh
happy
no.
Wiggins.
Oh, you know what? My all right goes to that. Sure, that Andrew Wiggins is gonna come back to the Miami Heat, and now we have
Solid.
our big three set. I
Yeah.
mean, hopefully we get some other moves coming in soon. My oh no is gonna go to Ferrari for getting my hopes up and me thinking that Lewis Hamilton was actually gonna fight for a championship. I was really living in a delusional state of mind for 2
And
weeks.
they had a stinker
And
this
then
past
they
weekend.
did they have a stink? Oh, did they have a stinker? It's just Ferrari is the only team in F1 that can take finishing quality with two drivers in the front of the grid to them both finishing in the back of the grid. Like they're the only team whose strategy could ever do that. So Lewis Hamilton went from P3 to finishing P6, or it was P5 or P6, regardless, whichever one it was, it doesn't matter. It wasn't on the podium, where he should have been because he started from P3. So they're my oh no, and I just don't understand how you have the best F1 driver in F1 history on your team and you cannot come up with a good enough strategy to get him to continue to be in the fight for a championship. It's not like he's out of the fight, but things are going to be a lot more difficult now because he finished behind the other leaders. So that's my oh no.
In other words, everybody gained points on him.
Essentially, yeah, everybody gained points and he finished with points, which is like he still finished with points, which is good, but not what he should have finished on, which was a podium. So it was a very disappointing weekend, and we're going into Silverstone, which is his home Grand Prix. So I'm really hoping that Ferrari doesn't mess up his home GP for him because I think I might lose my mind.
I agree. I was watching it like how come he's going from P to
Okay, are you gonna do your
fine.
all right? No,
all right. So
Fine.
my all right goes to, of course, just us just being here together. Guys. If I just honestly say that is just, hey, it is just a blast to be with you guys.
Hey, y'all haven't laughed this much, have you?
No, it is truly just great to be with you guys. But my oh no is gonna have to go to the team who I am currently. I'm rocking this right now. I'm rocking this right now, baby. Brazil. I hope you guys freaking lose. And if you or anybody you know needs a Brazilian flag, I got dozens. I got a whole box of them because I had.
They fell off a truck?
Oh, they fell off of a Chinese truck that collected pay on the way out as well. So this is what happened, right? Had a brilliant idea that was presented to me by someone I do business with that lives in another state. He said, hey, I went to go see the Olympics. And when I went to the Olympics, I was trying to buy a flag. It was hard to buy an American flag. You have the World Cup in your city. I'm going to order us a bunch of flags. We will go to the stadium and we will sell flags because obviously there's going to be a lot of people there. They're going to need flags. Here's the problem. He waited a little bit to order. Therefore, day of the game, the only box of flags I have is 244 big-ass Brazilian flags that are okay, fine. People are going to buy Brazilian stuff, but all the Scottish flags and all the mini little flags that you can sell for cheaper, whatever the case may be, didn't arrive until the day after the actual match. Not a problem though. 244 Brazilian flags. You should be able to make some money, right? I go over to the stadium because of my time tailgating. I understand the lay of the land. I have to park 1.5 miles in questionable areas in which I have a Jamaican man named Elvis with about 3 teeth and 2 sandals who is now responsible for the safety of my vehicle because you know how it goes when you park in certain spots. You got to do what you got to do. So I slip Elvis a 20 and I say, sir, you watch this vehicle. I then walk 1.5 miles to the stadium, ready to walk around the parking lot like I normally would, when I am stopped by a FIFA wall that has been set up in the perimeter to the point where you can't even enter the area. You have to wait at Walmart and enter through the Walmart. So now I'm at Walmart with a bunch of Brazilians and Scottish people, and I'm thinking, all right, this is it, baby. I'm about to hustle some flags. And I take 3 steps, and I notice Grandma here with some flags in her hand. And I take 4 steps, and I notice Abuelo with another 4 flags in his hand. And notice every 4 steps that I take, someone is selling a Brazilian flag. You know who doesn't have a flag? No one is selling Scottish flags. And you know what I was thinking in retrospect? I can actually I can have a conversation with the Scottish person. If I'm like, hey, buddy, $20. In English, he'll say, hey, how about 15? And I'll settle there. If a Brazilian guy talks to me in Portuguese and he's like, Portuguese, 20, 20. And I'm like, sure, I don't even know what you're saying. Just take it. Give me the money and go. At this point, I'm losing money. These $20 flags are only now, whatever you literally give me, I'll give you a flag. And at the end of the day, with about a 3-man team, about 244 flags, and maybe about $500 in costs, that 250 of those, I didn't even get the Scottish flags. I maybe sold about 10 flags.
Can I just say this?
Marcos.
That sounds like a plan from Day on Friday that you didn't think out. Because if you thought about it, you think nobody didn't think of that a month before you did?
Oh, but my marketing plan was good. If a Scottish fan walked by, Brazilian fan walked by, hey, I got Brazilian flags for sale. Scottish fan walked by, I said, hey, I have toilet paper.
They all do that.
No, they don't do it like me. I was
during
like,
the football games, when people walk by and have certain jerseys on, the whole stand looks like that jersey. Then when somebody else walk by, they switch it up again.
Well, if anybody needs a Brazilian flag, I got hundreds of them. I'll be giving them away. Find me at the Citadel or something. I'll be leaving. Follow the trail of Brazilian flags.
Yeah. Dave South said you would have been better selling water.
I would have, because I was next to the water guys and they were making a killing. Traded them some flags for some waters. That's my oh no. It's me. I'm my oh no, because why did I think that would make money? I love that. I love that. Sometimes you take an L. And we will return tomorrow to determine what other L's I have taken. Right here on the Tobin and Leroy Show. I want to thank you guys for listening. Shout out to those who are tuned in, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
In cinematographic history. Hope there's no traffic, because evidently I just pooped in my pants. Who's the grumpy old troll?
You.
No. I'm beautiful.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.